Ladies and gentlemen, welcome live here in Vantaa, Finland. I'm going to be one of your co-hosts, Brandon Kinnett, here with my colleague Jabari Harris. Welcome, Jabari.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing this afternoon? It's great to be here this afternoon with you for these European Championships.
You know, it really is. And the weather today literally could not have been any better. Around 26, 28 degrees Celsius. A little bit overcast, but you know, it's not too hot, not too cold. Great weather. In our second matchup of the day, earlier today, if you were in with us, we had Team Austria take on Team Sweden, and Austria won in dominating fashion, 41-3, to secure their position in the gold medal game. Sweden will drop down to the bronze medal game. And tonight, we have an exciting matchup between Team France, Team Finland. Winner will face Austria in the gold medal game. Loser goes down to play Sweden in the bronze.
Yeah, and I think this is probably the most anticipated game of the day. I mean, like, a lot of people knew that Team Austria probably was going to get the upper hand versus Team Sweden. But this game right here, I think on paper, is evenly matched. Team France comes in with a lot of great athletes, as well as Team Finland. And I think it's going to be simply about executing and not making a lot of mistakes.
So here's what I'm going to do, Jabari. I'm going to give you a few keys for Team Finland to win today, and then you're going to give me a few keys for Team France. So for Team Finland, when they have the ball, the key is run the ball. Kari was a train in their first game against Great Britain, and if they feed him the ball, I don't think their offense can be stopped. The strong point of that offense on Team Finland is obviously the offensive line, the running backs. They got a few good guys at receiver, but on Finland, the strong point is going to be their ground game. On defense, if they can stop the run of Team France, make them one-dimensional throwing the ball, Team Finland has, in my opinion, by far the best secondary in this tournament. So if they can force them to throw, that just plays right into Finland's strengths. And the one other key that I've got, the fans. The fans here are obviously going to be in Finland's favor, being the home team. So I think if the fans can get into the game and get into the heads of the France team players, it might be a long day for Team France.
I agree with you. I think that it's a lot of people here, they understand the importance of this game, and they understand their impact as the 12th man. For Team France, I think that they're definitely going to have to come in here, and it's going to be about the quarterback play. Obviously, he's going against, as you said, one of the best secondaries in this tournament, and it's a lot of talent on that Finnish defense. We seen in the first game versus Team Britain, they couldn't even score. I mean, their 7 points came from their defense. So for Team France, they're going to have to establish a run game as well. Last game versus, I think it was versus Team Britain as well, they were able to establish a run game. The quarterback didn't have to do a lot. And I think today they're going to have to be strong in the trenches if they're going to want to come out and have a chance versus this Finnish defense. The second key point is they're going to have to be able to keep their composure in this hostile environment. We've seen a lot in this game that it's been a lot of penalties, a lot of mental mistakes that is caused by these young players being in a big moment. So these guys are going to have to be able to just play in the moment. And the last thing is they're going to have smart coaching.
Has won
I
the
think
coin
that Team
toss and
Finland and
elected
Team
to
France
defer
coming to
their
this
option to
game
the second
with
half.
with a great
France
scheme on
will
both
receive.
sides of the ball. They know what each other's doing. It's no secret. But who's going to be able to execute the scheme better?
Exactly. And what we just missed right there was the opening coin toss. Team Finland won the coin toss, deferred. So France is going to start off with the ball today. We're going to be able to see the Finnish defense, the strong point of Team Finland, against what I think is the strong point of Team France, their offense, who amassed over 500 yards of total offense in their last game against Great Britain.
I don't know about you, Brandon, man, but I'm excited, man. I think this is going to be a great matchup, and I think that everybody's going to enjoy this one.
Oh, this is going to be a blast. I'm so happy that I get to commentate for this game, because this is going to be the biggest game in the tournament as of yet. The only big game that will be bigger than this is whoever's lucky enough to win this game. Going against Austria on Saturday, that's going to be a fun one to be at.
And I see Team Finland's down there getting pumped up, man. I'm telling you, all week long, these guys have been talking about how bad they want it. And to be here, to be able to host these games, and to be in this game right here, where the last time Finland didn't make it to the championship was losing versus Team France. So they waited a long time for this opportunity to get revenge. And what a better way to get it right here at home, Brandon.
Exactly. And we're lining up for the kickoff right now. Moments away from the opening kickoff. Over to kick for Team Finland, number 16, John Petteri Back to receive for Team France. Number 23, Stephen Yetmo.
And man, I could tell you, man, the anticipation of this kickoff, man, the crowd, they're swarming in. It looks like we got a good crowd over here on the away side. Everybody's trying to stay out of the sun. But man, it's going to be loud in here. They got everyone with their bullhorns, their noise makers, their drums, and it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to use my mic a little bit, move my mic a little bit closer just so the people at the stream can hear, because it's going to, we're right in the middle, and they're going to be hearing a lot of the crowd tonight.
Absolutely. And we're getting ready for the opening kickoff.
We are underway here in Vantaa, Finland. Kickoff to number 13, Andrew James. Takes it inside the 10, makes a move outside the right, cuts back to the left. There's a flag back on the field. And nice return just short of the 40-yard line, but it looks like it's going to be brought back after a flag.
And that's going to be a tackle by number 2 there, Nico Kuvamäki. Defensive back, Helsinki Roosters.
Kuikka. See, as my teammate, I have to be able to pronounce his name right.
Oh, Kuikka, yes.
Kuikka. But for everyone listening to the stream back home, this is a game between...
Illegal block in the back. Return team, number 31. Penalty is 10 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
So there's a block in the back on France, which will back them up to start their drive just around the 10-yard line. But as we were saying, me and Jabari both from the States, and we have Team Finland playing against Team France. There are a lot of names on both of these rosters. We are going to struggle mightily with pronouncing. So bear with us, and we'll try to get it straight. France lining up in a 2-back set, 1 tight end. Starting the game with a run, bounces it out to the left, and rushes upfield for a gain of around 4. Running back 23, Stephen Yetmo on the carry.
And I think that that's what they want to do, man. They want to come out here and establish the one game, as we talked about earlier, and they want to see how they fare against the Finnish front. Last game, like we said, versus Great Britain, Team Finland's defense didn't give up much in the air of the run. So way to start the game with a good 4-yard pickup.
Second down and 6 for Team France. This time only a 1-back set. Slide out to the right, drops back to pass. Pass complete, tackled immediately by Santtu Arivainen for a short gain, but good enough for a first down, it looks like. Yeah, that'll bring up a first down and 10 for Team France. Pass by quarterback Paul Durand, complete to number 84, it looks like, Checo Soy.
And just remember what we talked about. For the quarterback, he just wants to keep it simple. We don't see him throw the ball down the field a lot. I mean, they've had a balanced run game throughout this tournament, and the coaches are allowing him to come out in this kind of pressure to just make easy, simple throws.
I think it's really important to get your young quarterback a rhythm early in a game, and that's a good throw for it. Draw up the middle, and that'll be a quick tackle there by number 99 for Finland, Janne Kraus, for the short gain of about 3.
And that's a good read right there. As you see on the replay, he kind of just swims off the offensive guard there just to make that play right there. And that's what we were expecting from this defensive line from Team Finland. They have a very, very strong defensive line full of athletes, and they're going to be trying to get to the ball.
Yeah, they're going to be trying to get after it all day long, and they've got a lot of big defensive linemen down there, led by Otto Oitinen of the Helsinki Roosters, a monster at defensive end. Starting off with another run play, bounces outside. Great tackle by number 2, Nico Kuikka, to prevent what could have been a much bigger play, but instead stops him before he can bounce outside. We'll bring up the first third down of the day, a 3rd and about 3 for Team France.
And that carry was by number 23 from Team France. It was going to be Stephen Yetmo, and he wanted to really get outside again as he did versus Team UK, but that Finnish defense is swarming.
I'll tell you what, if he misses that tackle, it might be a touchdown. So a touchdown saving tackle by Nico. 3rd and short, and they're going to go to the air. Quick flat route, complete up the sideline. Caught by number 44, Kevin Wamba, for the first down. Tackled by 27, Viljo Lempinen, to keep him from going any further. But great Great third down composure by the quarterback, finding his open guy in the flats. And that's the other thing you were just talking about. Get your quarterback easy, short throws to begin the game. Get him comfortable, get him in the rhythm of the game, and then you can go deep later.
Absolutely, and I'm trying to figure out who's supposed to be in the flats then on that play. It seems that nobody was expecting the tight end to leak out.
A little miscommunication by the Finnish defense, something they'll talk about, I'm sure, on the sideline. Fallback comes in motion to the right, and they run it to the right, stopped immediately in the backfield by Sampo Aravainen, a monster linebacker. Tackle for loss, that'll be a loss of about 1 on the play, being up 2nd and 11.
That's what we expected from that front, man. You know, defensive coordinator Kale, man, he loves to mix it up, bring pressure. And that time, the veteran linebacker Santu was there to make the play, and he's not backing down from this running back at all.
If you look at Santu Aravainen, he looks like a defensive tackle or defensive end playing linebacker. It's scary, all right? It's scary.
Oh, trust me, I've seen that number so many years, and I'm telling you, he's a guy that you really don't want to run up against.
Inside handoff once again. Tackle immediately.
Again, number 43.
Guess who? Santo Aravainen again on the tackle. You're running right at a brick wall. 70. Look at the way Santo uses it. So he's a big guy. So 70 runs right at him. But in that replay, Santo just sidesteps him. He's got the quickness despite being so large of a human being.
Man.
Still fast enough to get around a guy. Not even touched by the offensive lineman. Easy tackle. 3rd and 9. Big play coming up. Obvious passing down. And now this is where I expect the Finnish DBs to really step up.
The crowd's beginning to make a lot of noise, try to see if the quarterback can. Oh! I'm telling you, man, I think that Team France's offense is feeling the impact of this.
I don't see a flag on the play, so was there a timeout called? Timeout.
Oh.
Team Finland. They're first in the first half.
So somebody must have been confused on the defense or misaligned, because I feel like the momentum that the defense had on the prior 2 plays, you would have wanted to carry that into 3rd down instead of slowing the game down, letting Ferris talk about the play before he go back on the field. So it's, even though you take away some of that momentum and the crowd energy, it's always better to get all your guys on the right, on the same page, and on a pivotal 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. Probably a good timeout.
Absolutely, especially when you think about what they did on the last 3rd down situation. They left the tight end wide open in the flats for a big gain. So maybe they want to make sure that they understand the importance of this opening drive and that everybody's on the same page.
Exactly, and we just saw the replay of that earlier run where Nico made the tackle on the running back bounce run play. And I rewatched it, and there was nobody. No one. So I don't know if he realizes how clutch of a tackle that was, but that was huge for Team Finland. Here we go. Double back set, slot to the left for Team France. Paul Duran looking to make a big conversion. The crowd is going nuts right now. Jumps back to pass, looks left, steps out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to try to run for it now, and that will not happen. Number 1, Axley Olin comes up and says, no, sir, no first down, give us the ball.
Not today. And I'm telling you, man, he was looking downfield, but remember we talked about this secondary. That coverage is going to be super tight.
And he's never, so no matter how good your coverage is, if a quarterback has all day, someone's going to get open. But the thing about this Team Finland defense, nobody's going to have all day in the pocket against them. This defensive line is going to get off after the quarterback. So on 4th and 7, Team France to punt it away. And that punt will go out of bounds. That was Mikko Seppänen back for the return, but no chance for the return.
And I think that was a smart decision. I mean, he's a pretty good athlete for the Poor Blue Butchers, pretty shifty, so I think the punter made a good business decision right there.
Yeah, especially with the national teams and all these guys aren't used to playing with each other. Special teams probably got overlooked during practice more than anything else because you're trying to get the defensive players, offense players on the same page. So special teams, we saw it in the Austria-Sweden game earlier today. Big plays in the special teams for Austria. Sweden broke down on their plays. So sometimes it's better just to kick it out of bounds. As on first down,
absolutely,
Finland rushes right up the middle with Veikka Lehtinen. Short gain, good tackle made there by 54. Averte Misios.
And it looks like Team France's defense is taking a lot of responsibility and making sure that they are prepared for Finland's run game.
I love this formation out of Team Finland. Widen all the receivers out into a far stack, right in the box for your run game. Play action pass.
A lot of time in the pocket.
Tipped.
Oh.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Now, Brandon, you're a quarterback. Anytime you get 5 in the box, what are you thinking?
5 in the box, you got 5 linemen to block those 5 guys. So usually you want to see a run play, but maybe Rojo, the offensive coordinator of Team Finland, knows that the defense thinks that. And so he's expecting them to be rush heavy. So maybe a quick play action pass, try to get an easy completion again for Janne for a slant. Unfortunately, the defensive lineman got his hands up and was able to block that one away.
Absolutely, and I think you know it best. Getting a young quarterback in rhythm early benefits you later in the game.
Exactly. 3rd down and 10. Janne back to pass, throwing it out wide to Mickey J. First down, Finland. Mickey J on the reception on the 10-yard out. Great pass by Janne on that one. Great timing, right on track with his receiver, Mickey. And what you got to realize is this is a lot tougher than in a regular game because Mickey and Janne have only had a few practices together. So, because Mickey plays for the Tampere Saints in Finland, Janne plays for the... So during the season, they're playing against each other twice a year. So for them to have that kind of chemistry is actually really great for them.
Right.
1st down and 10, another one batted down. This time batted down by 92, Abdel Aho.
And what you're seeing now is that French D-line, I don't know if you guys can see it on TV, but they're big.
Yeah,
they're
they got
tall.
some big players.
And I mean, Janne, he's a bit on the short side for a quarterback, so, you know, he definitely has to get that release high if he wants to get the ball up over these DNs.
2nd and 10, trips left for Finland. Trying to make France jump off sides. Yanni's going to check at the line.
Seems like we're getting to quiet the fans down a little bit while the Finnish offense is on the field.
Snap, play action. And just off target there, looking for the big tight end split out wide. Tommy Pinta. Just an overthrow.
So these last few plays, you've seen a lot of play action, you've seen a lot of quick plays. Do you think that that's probably the identity of what we're going to see from the offense?
I don't think so. I think early on, I think Team Finland, obviously France knows that Finland's strong suit is running the ball. So Finland is trying to play off of that by doing play action, trying to get their safeties to suck up, get some easy throws. Unfortunately right now, they're just missing on a few of them. But on this 3rd and 10, we'll see what they call up with the tight bridge formation. Play action once again. Janne with some time, steps up in the pocket. He's got some room. 1st down and 1. Lowers his shoulder. Janne all the way down to the 40-yard line of France. A huge play for Team Finland.
And that's one thing y'all like about this guy. What people forget about, he is not afraid to use his legs. I mean, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's definitely mobile. And you see at the end of that play, he says, come get some.
And one of the great things I like is on 3rd and 10, a lot of quarterbacks will just force a ball somewhere to try to get the 1st down. But a lot of quarterbacks don't realize on 3rd and 10, players are just dropping out of nowhere. Not many people are, unless you're a super mobile quarterback like you are, Jabari. People aren't sending a QB spy, so great job of getting the linebackers out of there and running for it. Here we go.
There he goes again.
So that play was supposed to be a motion by the running back and a quick swing to him. Janne read that the linebackers were rushing over there. Not a good idea to throw it. So at that point, you can see right here, it's a broken play. And instead of throwing it anyways for a loss or it could be a backwards pass, does the smart thing, jumps outside and gets going. Here's Finland with the hurry-up offense. They're doing a lot of check at the lines right now. They want to see what France lines up in and then check at the line to get the offense into the right play.
Absolutely. We've been seeing Team France run a lot of 5 in the box, and I think that's exactly what the Finnish offense wants to try to get them to do.
2nd and short, quick pitch complete. Once again, Mickey J on the catch. Nice strike from Janne.
And that's exactly what we've been talking about. Quick catch and throw, easy read, good confident booster for a quarterback in such a big game.
Exactly. 2-by-2 formation now for Finland. Once again, their patented check at the line. They're going to spread them out. Now this is where, right now, there is a true 5-man box. So I would love to see an inside zone run play right here. And you can see the safeties triggering up.
And there you go, Brandon. Looks like he's still on his feet.
See, so anytime you have a true 5-man box, that's all you want as an offensive coordinator. Give me 5 5 yards. They got him 5 yards. Get just from first and 10, 2nd and 5. Now their entire playbook's open.
Exactly.
So now they can run the ball. Play action's going to be brutal on 2nd and 5. So I love this play calling right now.
And again, Coach Johnson, very familiar in Finnish football here. Great player, great coach, knows exactly what his quarterback's capable of. And he's definitely putting him in positions to make plays with the playmakers around him.
Play action. And that's what you...
Ball was tipped up. Looks like it was intercepted. Let's see what the call was. And it looks like it was, Brandon.
Interception, number 21, Balataken Dika on the interception. And that one you can't put as much on the quarterback, right in the hands of the receiver.
And again, I think this is what you was talking about, that chemistry that he doesn't have with the receivers. Looks like he was expecting the receiver to settle a little bit sooner. Ball hit him in his chest, cost him an interception.
Yeah, great drive though by the Finnish offense. They're going to have a lot of energy despite that, because that's a change of possession where the offense really didn't do that much wrong. It was just one player. So if they can carry that momentum into the next drive, I don't think it'll affect them that much. Inside run, not going anywhere. I would tell you who made the tackle, but there were too many guys. We do have a late flag, and one France player's helmet is off.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got an altercation on the field here. Helmet's off. I wonder if this is going to be some sort of a personal foul here.
I think so. It just depends on who it's going to be on at this point. My first instinct with the French player's helmet off makes me think it's on Finland. But the way he was getting up with so much energy, it could be on France too.
And that's one thing, I don't know if you followed all of the games, but what I've noticed about this French team, they have a lot of attitude, especially those linemen, man. They play aggressive and they
After
play
the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 43, defense. That's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, and it's number 43, first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game. Also, number 70 lost his helmet due to the foul, so he does not have to leave the field.
So the personal foul is on Santo Arvainen. And I will say, as his teammate, we both play together on the Helsinki Roosters. This is our 2nd year playing together. He's one of the guys that, if you asked around the league, I don't know about that. That looked like a questionable call to me.
I mean, it looks like he was finishing the play.
I don't like that call. I don't like that call. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I don't like that call by the refs.
I mean, as an offensive lineman, if you get drove by a linebacker like that, you deserve it.
Anyways, can't take it back now. It'll be 1st and 10, a new set of downs, close to the 30-yard line for France. Paul dropping back to pass, under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked by, guess who? Santo Arvainen on the sack. Hey, that's what I'd love to see. A player makes a mistake, gets called for a penalty, and what does he do next?
He makes the play?
Makes the play, atones for his mistake, even though I don't think it was his mistake. But still, a great play by Santo getting back there, and this is exactly the position you don't want to be in France. You are 2nd and 20, so what do they have to do?
They got to run the ball. They got to get
run
out
the
of the
ball,
hole.
because if you're trying to throw it on 2nd and 20 against Team Finland, you're not going to have much success.
Uh-oh, looks like we got a different look here.
5 wide for Team France. I would not be surprised if Finland blitzed him and pressured him right here. Against 5 wide, against this quarterback on 2nd and 20, in this crowd, I would blitz him. If they want to empty it.
That's a 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
I would blitz 6. Make him get that ball out of his hands fast. Even if he completes it, it's an easy tackle, and it brings up 3rd and 15.
Exactly.
So I think if they do that formation again, I expect Finland to bring some pressure. What we missed right there was a false start from the crowd. So it brings up 2nd and 25 now.
Ooh, and that's going to hurt them big time. So now let's see how that affects their play decisions.
And we're back in the empty formation. Let's see if Finland brings pressure. And they back out of it, no pressure. See, and if I'm Team Finland, That's why I wanted to bring pressure.
Absolutely.
Because the quarterback won't have that much time to get rid of. So they drop 7 players into coverage, only rush 4, and the quarterback has a little bit more time to just sit back there, pick apart the defense. I would have liked to see a little bit of pressure. I know Kali is a defensive coordinator. He loves blitzing, so that was just one of the rare times he didn't blitz. But still, 3rd and 7, manageable for the offense, but also manageable for the defense.
Looks like they got a 2-back set here.
Quarterback called around, back to pass. Tipped, incomplete. Pass is incomplete. Batted away by the Finnish defensive line. And that'll bring up 4th and 7. Paul Duran aiming over to the left. Batted away by the person I was talking about earlier, Oko Ordinen. A monster defensive line and just freakishly tall. He'll battle away a lot of balls if you throw him that low.
And that's a veteran move. They always tell you, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up, and that's exactly what he did there.
And you know what? That's a frustrating thing as a quarterback. When you have balls batted down consistently, it gets in your head a little bit. Ball is punted away. France with a nice roll just about to the 30, just inside the 30-yard line. So Finland will take over at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Last time, I looked for them to do a little bit more than what they did last drive. I loved it. They were running it on 1st down, but then also doing play action on 1st down when they should have ran it, and then whenever they should have passed it, they were running it. So they're keeping France off of the kind of the scent of what they're trying to do. But as the game progresses, I really do expect for Finland to start running the ball a little bit more consistently.
I think that Coach Johnson definitely has a plan. See if they can get some points on the board this drive.
Dane back to pass. Up the seam. And that one's going to be intercepted.
And
intercepted back at the 40-yard line by Sebastian Sagen. And here's the only thing I don't like. I understand their concept. They're playing like a wide safety, trying to get the running back up the cover 2. But on that throw, you can't throw it that high.
Absolutely not.
It has to be a seam throw. And 24, the best player on France's defense, I might not be going after him this early in the game.
You're absolutely right about that, Brandon. And I mean, we talked about this earlier. It's going to be a lot of interceptions in this game, especially if the quarterbacks are not able to get in a rhythm, but also understand what the defense is trying to do.
Yep. France back with the ball, just at the 40-yard line, two running back set, 1 tight end. Inside run, able to bounce it outside, stiff arm, and taken down after a gain of 5 by Axel Olen and Nico Cueca.
I have to say, man, you have to love a cornerback that doesn't mind coming up and getting some contact.
Exactly. He's great because he can play multiple positions on any defense. He's big enough and physical enough to play safety. He's athletic enough to play nickel. And on corner, I mean, anybody who can play nickel and safety makes a great corner. Here we go, tight bunch formation. Double corner blitz.
Ooh,
Hey, I love that play call by the Finnish defense. On the stack formation, they blitzed both corners from the outsides. Axel Olen was in the backfield to make the tackle, just missed it, unfortunately. Good job by Stephen Yepno to break that tackle and get a little bit of yardage.
looks like we got a little altercation on the field, but no flags. And there you see it. Yeah, it was definitely the perfect play call. Running back never even seen him coming. Just got to make that tackle.
Yeah, make that tackle and bring up 3rd down, but instead it'll be a fresh set of downs for Team France. 1st and 10, ball on finish, the Finland 46-yard line. And
looks like that's going to wrap up the first quarter.
yep. So after 1 quarter, exactly what we thought, a defensive battle. Both teams trying to run the ball a little bit. France sticking to their run game a little bit more than Finland so far. But both teams able to run the ball a little bit consistently. The thing is, France hasn't been able to throw it all yet. Finland found a little bit of success throwing the ball in the first quarter, but still 0-0 in what we knew would be an exciting game.
I couldn't agree with you more. And, you know, it's all about, like we said, this game is going to be about which quarterback can be consistent, stay with the scheme, and which team can make the least amount of mistakes. Right now, Team Finland's been in control, but 2 interceptions early in the game, haven't been able to put up points, but that's something that they have to change in this second quarter if they want to win this game.
Exactly, and I think Finland, I wouldn't say they're lucky, to still be tied in this game, but they're a little bit fortunate that they've got such a strong defense. Because if you are any other team and you've already turned the ball over twice to start off a game, the other team's probably scoring at least a couple points. So the fact that it's 0-0 right now is a credit to how good this Finnish defense is.
So after the first quarter of play, Brandon, tell me what you think about the game so far.
So far, France is doing exactly what I thought they would. They're trying to set the line of scrimmage and run the ball. Finland is the team throwing a curveball by coming out throwing a little bit more. I like the curveball, but I also like what France is doing, just sticking to what they're good at. Paul Duran back to pass. Deep curl route, caught by number 81. Catch on the play, 81, Jefferson Alexandre. Tackle on the play by 22, Santeri Inkinen.
And again,
it looks like Santeri is down back after the tackle.
Got an injured player on the field for Team Finland. Medical staff rushing out onto the field. Hope everything's okay. Never want to see a player get hurt. And about that last play, good up curl route, good timing, quarterback 5-step drop, and just finding a spot in that soft zone. And that's something, again, that France has been good at with a balanced run game, two-back set. You never really know what to expect. They can run it well, and that's a really run-heavy formation. So quarterback just found the one-on-one to the field.
And the thing that helped that play out, and the reason why they hadn't been able to pass consistently in the first quarter, is the offensive line held up that time. Any other time that they've thrown earlier in the game, the quarterback's under pressure almost immediately. So that played good job by the offensive line, especially, I don't know if you saw how deep that route was. They ran like a 16-yard curl route. Usually you run it 12 or 10 yards. So 16 yards, that's a lot of pressure on the offensive line to stay up that long. So good job by the offensive line, keeping the defensive line off their quarterback, and the quarterback throwing a nice strike for a first down. So Santeri Inkinen being helped off the field. It looks like he's favoring the left ankle. So obviously hoping he's all right and able to come back.
And he's really been a solid player in this tournament for Team Finland. So let's see what his backup can do as Team France is in scoring distance.
After the big play, it's first down and 10. France at their Finnish 23-yard line. Two-back set, wide receiver motion. Paul Duran drops back to pass. Looking downfield, goes deep into the end zone. Touchdown! Catch by number 80, Nelson Simi. On a great strike from quarterback Paul Duran.
How do you like that, Brandon? Again, they came out the last play, big first down pass on the curl route. Coach comes out again, sees that he has protection, and the quarterback just delivers a good time ball where only his receiver can get it. And the receiver made a tough catch.
Yeah, that was great coverage by Viljo Lempinen. You can't blame him that much. Sometimes the offense just wins. You got good coverage. If the quarterback makes a perfect throw, it's hard to play good coverage against a perfect throw. So good catch, good throw by Team France for the first points of today's game, with France up 7-0 now. But I honestly don't expect it to last that long, because I really do see the way that Finland's moved the ball so far. If they can cut down on the mistakes, this can be a tight game again real quick.
I agree with you, and what you're seeing is you're seeing the Finnish defense get caught in cover 3, and that's just one of those rope balls that you throw versus cover 3 where it's one-on-one, the safety's favoring the other side of the field, and you have to put it on the line.
Watching that replay, it looked like there was a deep drag route that drug the cover 3 safety away from the middle of the field. And if they would have had it over again, if you watch it, there were 3 guys covering that over drag route. So if the safety would have noticed that and just sloughed off a little bit, it could have been intercepted, or at least 2 guys competing for the ball instead of just the one-on-one. But that's something, the game's going by so fast, you're not always going to catch that. He was running through his zone, so you got to cover the guy going through your zone.
Absolutely. And that's just a great play call for Team France.
Kimi Linnemäe on the return. Gets it up around the 30-yard line.
And that's going to be a decent return to put the ball a little bit like it's a little shy of the 30-yard line there.
And the Finnish offense will come back on the field. So far, Finland, they've had a little bit of success running. greater success passing than I thought that they would early in this game. The thing that's killing them is the turnovers. 2 interceptions so far, one off the chest of receiver Dino, and then the other one just an overthrown ball. And we do have a penalty on the play.
So if I could guess, I'm thinking they're probably going to try to come out and run more.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 81 of the receiving team. That's a 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. It's a first down Finland, and it was number 81's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the game.
So before the game, we were talking about keys, and you were talking about France needing to keep level-headed. Now it's Finland. That's 2 personal fouls, and that pushes our offense from the 30 all the way back to the 15. That's a big. Now you're in the shadow of your own end zone, and if you have to punt from there, that's great field position for France. Where if you're punting from the 30, like thinking about Finland right now needs to keep a level head.
Absolutely, and the quarterback's struggling a little bit, but now you put him back deep in his own territory.
Finland 2-by-2 formation. Inside run, cut away. Nice first down run by Veikka Lehtinen, and that's what I was expecting. Widen them out, get a 5-man box, run it right down their throat. That's what Finland's good at. If they can continue to widen them out, and France is still giving them a light box, keep running that exact play, inside zone.
And eventually, if they fear the run game enough, you can only expect that they're going to bring another backer in, and that may make the passing game even easier for the quarterback.
And I love that mix-up. It wasn't just a simple inside zone. It was a trap play.
Yeah.
So you keep on inside zone, dive, 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 and then as soon as you trap them, you got defensive linemen rushing upfield, and then you just hit them and blindside them. And it's really tough for a defense to be mixed up like that. Here they tried to trap again. This time the defensive end was able to dip underneath and stop them for a minimal gain. Another run up the middle, stop short again. This is going to bring up about 3rd and 7 now after the gain of 2 by Veikka.
So now it looks like you got your quarterback in a passing situation. If you're the coordinator, Brandon, right now, it looks like you have about 3rd and 7. What are you thinking?
I like the bunch formation. Try to get France to kind of, hopefully someone miscommunicate, double cover one person, leave someone wide open. I expect 2 of these guys to go vertical, 1 guy to like the medium flats. That's what I expect out of this formation.
It looks like the running backs getting to the bunch side as well.
That wouldn't surprise me either. Although it would surprise me to have Veikka in there as a 3rd down back when I think Kari or Henry Jusala are more of the 3rd down pass-catching backs. So it's interesting to me, maybe the personnel that are in the game for a 3rd and long. I might change the running back up because Henry and Kari are legitimate receiving threats. Where Veikka, he's a great downhill runner, but he's not someone who's as well known for his receiving.
Right. He's a very hard-nosed, up-the-middle dive trap kind of back.
One other thing I might look for is if you do have Henry or Kari in, maybe a running back screen. Because either one of those guys can catch a ball behind the line of scrimmage and easily get you 7 yards with the offensive line out in front blocking. Arthur Denberg, the center for the Portavoe Butchers, one of the best Finnish linemen in the whole country. So if you get him out in front of a guy for a screen, he's a smart guy, and he's going to find out who to block. And so running back screen is another play I could see, or or just crossing routes to try to confuse the defense.
Looks like they change it up a little bit as they go to the trips formation. Quarterback has time.
Yanni down the middle, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Sebastian Siegen. Intended for 84, Jari Laine.
And he had time there. I don't really know exactly what he thought he saw. Looks like the receiver was looking back like, hello.
Yeah, I think that's just a case of a quarterback trying to force something, trying to make a play. 3rd and long, nobody's open. Maybe try to scramble, get a scramble drill going, because you did have a good pocket. So if you've got a good pocket but you don't find anyone open, sometimes it helps you get out of the pocket, extend the play a little bit, and then a receiver might pop free instead of forcing to someone who's clearly covered. Ball received at the 25-yard line. Right at the left side, he's got space. Nice tackle by number 1, Axel Olin, for the touchdown stopping tackle. Returner Amir Kelani with a nice return up the left sideline.
And I think that was the first time that I didn't really think that they were going to give him an opportunity to return this game, but punter took a chance. I don't think he really got a chance to really angle it, and it was almost a big play right there.
And I don't know if you noticed, but actually Olin, the man making the tackle, was the one punting it. So I know he plays DB, so he knows how to tackle, but it's not very often you see a punter making a tackle.
It shows what kind of athlete he is.
First down and 10, inside finish territory for Team France. Receiver in motion, and going nowhere. Tackled by number 86, Edward Vesterinen.
And that young man can play some football. I think he's one of the youngest on that defensive line today, and he has a lot of size, and he has a motor. That kid can play.
Yes, he is a baller, a certified baller. I believe he's 19 years old still. 19.
And again, another rooster.
And another rooster. Second down and 13 for France. Paul Duran, inside handoff, up the middle. But tries to bounce it outside. See, I don't like that. So the running back, Stefan Yetmo, got upfield for about 3 yards and then turned around and started running backwards.
And
sometimes you just got to cut your losses, make it 3rd and 10 instead of 3rd and 12.
Yep, and that's one of the things you expect in a game like this. Guys just want to make a play. But sometimes the best play is to not make the play.
The safe play. 3rd down and 12. Finland looking for a huge stop. 3 wide ends to the right, 1 tight end to the left, back to the weak. Finland showing blitz. Paul Duran stepping up to the line and checking.
And this crowd is going bananas. Our camera's shaking up here.
Finland backs out of it, and it appears that a timeout was called by France just prior to the snap. I think the play clock was getting dangerously low, and so the coach called a timeout, afraid that his quarterback didn't see it.
It's their first in the first half.
Just wanted to keep it 3rd and 12.
And that's a smart decision by the coach. I mean, it's still early in the second quarter. You got 2 timeouts, and you definitely don't want to make that mistake when you're in this kind of position.
So France will step back, talk about what they just saw, if they want to run the same formation. Because what they're thinking right now is if they line up in that same formation, will Finland line up that same way or not? Because they could call a play for that defense and then Finland lined up completely different. So what I might do is take all the guessing out of it and line up in a separate formation than France just did, so that you force Finland to line up in a different defense and play a little bit of mind games with the defense.
Absolutely, and football is like playing chess, man.
And watching that replay of they did a receiver orbit motion where the receiver orbits around the quarterback and then they handed it off to the running back. I wouldn't be surprised if later in the game they fake the handoff and toss it out to him on a sweep. So here we go. France lines up in the exact same formation. 1 tight end weak, 3 receivers strong. Finland showing cover 3. And this time they do blitz.
Quarterback's going to step up.
Going deep. Incomplete. Pass intended for Nelson Simi. Coverage on the play by Aku Kaitanen.
East City Giants.
One of Jabari's teammates. So I love that by Finland. 3rd and long. They've brought 6. Force that quarterback to make an early decision, uncomfortable, under pressure. And if he throws that one just a little bit higher, a little bit inside, it can be picked off. It can be picked off. So here we go, 4th down.
Team France looks like they're going to punt it. Looks like it's going to be a good kick.
Just inside the 20-yard line, and I like that. Angling it away from the returners of Finland. Finland have some really quick and speedy skill players. So anytime you have the chance to not get the ball in their hands, I would do that if I was France. Just kick it away from them. Don't give Mikko Suppinen the ball in the open field.
Absolutely, and I think Kale must have heard your stream, because the drive before that, when they had the 3rd and long situation, ball 5 gave the quarterback time. This time he said, not going to make that mistake again.
Blitz them. When in doubt, blitz. So now here we go. Finland down 7-0. Got the ball back. Ball at their 20-yard line. Inside handoff. Fights forward for about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Henry Jusala on the carry and Steven Tressfield on the tackle. Steven Tressfield actually didn't have to make that far of a trip. Currently playing in Finland for the Vasa Royals.
Just had to show up for camp, huh? And it was the first time we've seen this two-back set for the offense for Team Finland. Seems that they're really trying to get this run game going, which was their bread and butter the last game.
But I kind of like the four receiver set trying to run because then it lightens the box. Now you can see there's a six-man box, so you're just bringing in one more guy that needs to block.
Absolutely.
Nice run forward from Henry Jusala. Gets it close to a first down, and it'll bring up about 3rd and 2 on the play. Good hard-nosed running. And there you can see Arthur Denberg double teams and then smart enough to peel back and just get a small piece of that last guy, letting Henry clear the hole.
And as we said before, if you don't know much about this Henry Jusala guy, I got a chance to play college ball Division I UNLV, and it's definitely been a good tool for you to have here.
And here we go, toss right, and first down, Finland. I like that. So far, that's the first outside run we've seen. So far, they've been doing dive and trap right up the middle, running it right at this Finnish defense, forces the linebackers to squeeze in a little bit. So now, toss it outside, get a cutback lane. Love the play calling right here. And this is where I see, like I talked about earlier, maybe they started off the game switching it up a little bit, but now I think this is the Finnish offense running it right down their throat. First down and 10. Another handoff inside. This time it's Veikka and the running back. Tries to bounce it outside. Going to get stopped short for a gain of about 1. Tackle again on the play by Steven Tressfield.
And I think we see the difference in what you were saying about the running backs. When they run the toss and get something outside, they had Henry and Kari in there. But when they want to get those nasty yards inside, they really just try to bend the defense. They're going to put their big back in there.
Yep. And it's nice for that type of, for any offense to have so many different types of backs. You have Henry, who's very elusive. You have Veikko, who's a power runner, and then you have Akari, who's a mix of both of them. So you have so many different weapons in a running back. Janne back to pass, complete to number 81, Tommy Pinta, fighting forward, just short of the first down. We bring up about 3rd and 1 on the play. And excuse me, the pass was no, it was Tommy Pinta. I was right. All right. So pass complete to Tommy, an old head in Finland. An old head.
He's definitely been doing this for a long time, definitely a veteran, but what you love about him is that big body and those soft hands. I mean, that's a big target to have out there one-on-one with a small DB like that. And again, I really like how Team Finland's mixing up their personnel to find advantages in this game.
Exactly. 3rd down and 1, offset, pistol formation to the right. Snap, inside run, straight downfield. It's going to be close. They give him I think that was a little bit of a favorable mark, but the refs gave him the first down, so it'll be first down. Nice straight downhill running by Veikka on that one. That might have been a little bit of a favorable spot, but hey, I'll take it. First down.
I don't think Team Finland's complaining about it. And again, number 31 at running back, short yardage, right up the middle. That's what he does.
And this is the guy I'm excited to see more of as the game goes on. Kari back at running back, number 9. Just the perfect mix of elusiveness and power that you want to see in any running back. Janne, back to pass. Once again, batted down.
And this defensive line for France is really playing smart, you know. And it's like they've watched film. They know who the quarterback is. They know that he's not a big-time runner, and they know that they can cause big plays by getting their hands up here.
I think that's the 3rd batted down pass already. Pretty much just wasted downs. Hand off to Kari, and he's going to be tackled for a loss by number 53, Massimo Pignataro.
And that French defense playing stingy. And again, Brandon, we go back to now it seems that Team France has more backers in the box. You would think now this would be the time where we try to get those quick passes to the slots. But it's just like, seems...
What I want to see next time Finland has a 2nd and manageable, I want to see them line up in that power formation, play action, throw a deep post to somebody. Those safeties are walking up, all right? So play action, throw it right behind their heads. I would love to see that coming up. But right now on 3rd and 11, 2-by-2 formation, Janne back to pass. A little bit of pressure, tries to evade, but he's going to go down. Fumble recovered by Henry Jusala.
And that was almost a costly turnover. Good awareness by the running back. And it just seems that the left tackle got beat by the defensive end from France there. Looks like that's going to be number 68. And he comes up with a big-time strip.
So here's what I don't like about that protection. You're sliding, it's a full slide, and you're sliding, France wasn't blitzing, so you're sliding and putting your running back up against a big defensive end, with your tackle wasn't blocking anyone. So I'd rather see a man protection in that situation so that your running back isn't on a mismatch.
Absolutely. Again, a decent return for Team France.
Amir Kalani on the return, giving France great field position up at their own 44-yard line. Good high punt by Axel and just maybe outkick the coverage just a little bit.
So we've seen a few drives from Team Finland, 2 interceptions, haven't really been able to get the ball downfield and score. Team France in good position right now. What are you expecting with 2:46 left in the first half?
I think they're going to try to run it and maybe a play-action pass. Run up the right side, lowers his shoulder, and that'll be enough for a first down on 1st and 10 into Finnish territory, down to about the 45-yard line.
And you called it, Brandon. There's no need to rush. Good field position, 2:46 on the clock, and now you feel like you have the momentum on your side.
And if you're France, you've still got 2 timeouts, so you're not, like you said, you're not in a rush, not only because the clock's still above 2:30, but you've still got 2 timeouts. So you don't have to get away from your bread and butter just yet.
Ball here on the 45.
And a reverse over to the right. Nice pursuit by Team Finland.
And I think this is exactly what you mentioned earlier about faking this run and bringing the receiver around for the sweep to the outside. And again, 7 yards, stops the clock by getting out of bounds, I believe. Perfect play call.
Yeah, good run there by Andrew James to get what he could and get out of bounds. 2nd and 3, 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. France just inside the 40-yard line of Finland. This time, see, I don't know about this. Spreading out. They haven't had much success running the ball.
Looks like Finland brings a blitz. This is going to be a good tackle there by number 20. That's going to be Aku Kentinen.
You should know who that is. That's your boy,
Absolutely.
isn't it? He plays for you. Come on, coach.
Makes a good form tackle there as he goes right at the ankles of the running back. And I agree with you, Brandon. They've been having a lot of success with that power look, using tight ends, using 2 backs. Now it seems that they're going to get back to it. Here on, whoa, got the first down?
Toss. Nice job by Santu Arvainen out there to set the edge. He didn't let the outside guy get contained on him. You see him set contain right there, force it back into where all his players are, and let him get a tackle for only about 4 yards, where if he gets outside, it could be a much bigger play.
And the way he's running the ball probably could have been 6.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those like that. Here we go, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end to the right for Team France. Play action. And just outside of the reach of number 44, Kevin Mwamba. Good coverage by Finland, though. They were right behind him, so it would have taken a perfect throw by the quarterback, just not able to connect with him.
And I mean, you know, he found him earlier on the game for a big 3rd down conversion. Just wasn't able to get enough on at that time. Good coverage. Looks like we're going to see another 3rd down here.
Yep, and Sami Toivonen right behind the tight end there. Good coverage. Good. A lot of times on those play actions, it's easy for a linebacker to lose the fullback or the tight end on drag routes. So good job staying disciplined. 3rd down and 6. I don't even know if the people can hear me. It's so loud. Play action. QB rolls out to the left. He's got a little bit of room. I don't know if he made it. He looks like he was short by a yard.
And again, good pursuit there by number 43. And that's going to be Big Santu there, spying the quarterback. Looks like he was in the zone, seeing him rolling to his left, and he's just doing a good job pursuing, making sure that he doesn't go for a bigger play than that.
And this will be interesting for Team France if they want to go for it or take the easy points on the field goal. And it appears they're going to go for the field goal.
It's going to be from the left hash.
About a 42-yard attempt. Fumble snap and it's blocked.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. You can go, you can go. Ah!
Blocked by number 27, Viljo Lempinen. Picked up by Sami Toivonen for a short return. Great job by the Finnish defense, not only stalling Team France and forcing that 4th and 1, which is huge, but also blocking the field goal, keeping the score a one-score game.
And that has to be a big momentum booster right there, possibly giving Team France a chance to go by 2 scores and coming through with a block like that.
Especially going into the halftime, and who gets the ball after halftime?
Team Finland.
Team Finland gets the ball, so huge momentum boost. Don't have to press anything here with 27 seconds left. Take a knee, go into halftime. The opening drive of the second half, I think, is going to be really important for Team Finland to see how the rest of the game goes.
So it looks like we're going to wrap up the first half here. Team France leading in a close one, 7-0. And I have to say, Brandon, this game is everything that we expected it to be so far.
Everything we thought it would be, a defensive slugfest. Offense is struggling. France, really, their only points came on a deep play, all right? And those don't happen all the time. No one's really been able to move the ball consistently. Finland's had a couple nice drives. France has had a couple nice drives, but they've also had some really bad drives too. I think for Finland, the key for the second half, don't turn the ball over. Too many turnovers. And then for France, just keep doing what they're doing. And for now, this will be it for the halftime. Enjoy the highlights here right now. And Jabari and I will be back to start the second half in a little bit.
That's Team France throwing the interception.
Kiitos.
Erittäin tasainen ensimmäinen puoliaika. Varmaan hienoa ensinnäkin pelata tällaisen yleisön edessä ja tällaisen tunnelman vallitessa.
Joo, hyvä peli, hyvä meininki. Ollaan ihan hyvin asemissa 7 pisteen päässä ja saadaan pallo puoliajalta. Että hyvä peli.
Te ette ole juurikaan isoja pelejä antanut Ranskalle. Yksi pitkä heittopeli, mistä tuli touchdown ja sekin oli loistavasti puolustettu, mutta oletko ylipäätään tyytyväinen Suomen puolustuksen peliin tällä hetkellä?
No ihan kohtuullisen hyvin menee kyllä, että periaatteessa homma on ihan hanskassa ja tosiaan sen yhden ne on saanut isolla pelillä, mutta ihan hyvä eka puoliaika kyllä. Ei, kyllä he pelaa sitä omaa hyökkäystä, jota he on pelannut jo monta vuotta, että ei se yhteen matsiin muutu miksikään.
Teidän puolustuksen linja on jälleen kerran ollut erittäin vahva. Mikä siinä on salaisuus, että tuo linjapeli teillä on puolustuksen puolella niin hyvä?
No ei siinä muuta, kun meillä on hirveän kovin jätkiä siellä. Juoksupeli vastaan me oltu hyvin. Heittoa vastaan olisi kiva, jos olisi pikkasen paremmin vielä painetta, mutta meillä on tosi kovin jätkiä puolustuksen linjassa, ei siinä ole mitään muuta.
Osaatko yhtään sanoa Suomen hyökkäykselle, mikä siinä on tällä hetkellä pieni klikki, miksi hyökkäys ei lähde rullaamaan niin hyvin?
En mä siitä puolesta sano mitään, että mä en ole sitä niin tarkkaa kyllä katsonut.
No ei se mitään.
Eiköhän se siitä. Kyllä me sielläkin puolella hallitaan musta linjaa ihan asiallisesti, niin kyllä me varmasti saadaan pallo liikkumaan vielä.
Hyvä, toivotaan näin. Kiitoksia Kalle Karppinen ja ei muuta kuin onnea tuohon toiseen puoliaikaan.
Kiitos.
Näin.
Koko mun kaveriporukka pelasi jenkifutista. Sitten valmentajat auttoi kaikki niinku asioissa, mitä piti hoitaa, kun on niinku maahanmuuttajana täällä ollut jotain asioita, kun on ollut ja ei oikein osannut suomea, niin kaikki oli halukkaita auttaa ja aika ison roolin on tuo jenkifutis pelannut. En usko, että olisi niin paljon kavereita, jos en olisi aloittanut jenkifutista. Tai ei olisi edes kotiutunut niin hyvin, jos ei olisi sitä jenkifutista elämää. No siinä oli vähän semmonen pieni pelko, että niinku, kun mä en tuntenut ketään siellä ja tulin sinne ihan niinku kaikki oli tuntemattomia mulle ja kattoo. Mä en edes itse asiassa uskaltanut mennä puhumaan niille, se oli mun veli, joka meni puhumaan tolle, oliko siellä toi Juhani Koivumäki silloin valmentaisi niitä tai joku, niin se meni juttelemaan sinne, että mun puolesta, että pääsisiköhän tuohon liittymään tuohon jengiin. Ja no siinä sitten ekoihin treeneihin mentiin, mä en tiedä oliko se, ei se tainnut olla seuraavana päivänä, mutta siinä parin päivän päässä oli ne ekat treenit ja sinne meni vähän sellaisella niinku, vähän semmoinen, että ei halunnut oikein olla semmoinen näkyvä, että aina piileskeli jossain ja yritti jotenkin sopeutua siihen joukkoon ja noin, mutta kyllä siinä suurin pelko oli se, että niinku miten noi jätkät niinku ja kaikki ottaa mut vastaan, että kumminkin ei ollut niinku suomalainen ja ei puhunut suomea ja siinä ne ekat treenit, mitä joku ehkä 10 treeniä siinä vähän kesti, että pääsi mukaan ja noin, mutta sitten siitä rupesi rakentamaan niitä kaverisuhteita ja kaikkea. Niin. En tuntenut sillä, että me ollaan muutettu silloin kesällä tänne, se 2012 ja mikähän siinä oli joku 3 viikkoa sen jälkeen kun ollaan muutettu, niin mentiin sinne. Eli mä en ole tuntenut niinku yhtäkään ihmistä Suomesta. Eli noi oli niinku sellaiset ensimmäiset kaverit täällä, ihmiset, mihinkä mä oon tutustunut. Ja no sitten toki niinku suurin osa niistä oli lukiolla, niin sitten oli hyvä, että siellä koulussakin sai niinku jutella jollekin ja ei ollut sellaista yksinäistä meininkiä. Että no mä joskus niinku pienempänä tuossa kotona Slovakiassa vielä, meillä oli niitä urheilukanavia siellä, niin sai katsottua vähän jenkifutista sieltä. Mutta mä olin ihan niinku pihalla silloin niitä ekoja treenejä ja pelejä, niinku mä en tiennyt mistään mitään. Mä vaan menin sen mukaan, mitä mulle sanottiin. Muistan toi Luurin Juha vielä silloin pelasi linebackerina mun takana, niin ne kato suomeksi kaikki ne pelit kutsu siinä, sitten mä en tiennyt mitä tapahtui. Ja tossa se vaan toi Luurin Juha tuli aina taputtava tosta kummalta puolelta että mun pitää mennä, niin sen mukaan mitä se taputti, niin sinne suuntaan mä menin, että sellaista oli vähän hauskaa, mutta hyvinhän se oli sujunut siinä silti. No varmaan sinne ehkä joku pari peliä meni, että pääsi siihen niin kuin silleen, että katsoo, että oikein pärjääkin tuossa lajissa ja no koko ajan ollut aina periaatteessa siitä lähtien kun on aloittanut tämän jenkifutiksen, että se ei ollut ikinä ongelmana ja kyllä se varmaan pari peli meni, että niin kuin totesi, että kyllä tämä mukava laji on ja että sopiva mulle justi. Ja sitten kun mulla on taustalla se judokin joku 9 vuotta, että se fyysisyyskin löytyy, että sillä mä ajattelinkin, että tollaista lajia voisi lähteä kokeilemaan. No siinä se oli vähän sellaista stressiä päällä, kun piti pelata sekä junnuissa että ederissä ja sitten siinä tuli vähän tappeluita, että koska menee mihinkin pelaamaan, kun oli välistä niin kuin ristiin ne pelit ja noin, mutta se justi kun siinä miettii, että toi miesten sarja katsoo, että siellä on paljon isompia vastustajia on kuin tuossa junnusarjassa, niin vähän oli semmoista fiilistä, että pärjääköhän siellä miten. Vaikka on niin itsekin iso kaveri, mutta silti tuli semmoinen fiilis välillä, että no pitääköhän sinne lähteä ja pärjääköhän siellä ja miten se nyt menee, mutta sitten ekan pelin jälkeen totesi vaan, että ei tää ole niin paha, että kunhan pelaa itse kovaa ja ei pelkää ja lähtee vaan siihen pää edellä, niin kaikki sujuu hyvin. Se varmaan tuli tuossa seuraavana vuonna, kun tänne tuli joitakin niitä importteja ja joku sanoi, että mä jopa voisin pärjätä tuolla Jenkeissä kollege futiksessa, niin sen jälkeen sitten lähti sellainen ajatus, että voisi jopa mennä kokeilemaan, jos sinne pääsisi. Ja mä sinne joku pari-kolme vuotta ehkä yrittänyt päästää, mutta sitten piti löytää se oikea keino. Sitten mä viime kesänä lähdin sinne, ainakin joku viikon 10 päivän reissu siellä ja käytiin noissa aika isoissa kollegeissa ja oli muutama visitti, just yksi noista visiteistä oli tuolla Indiana Stateissa. Mutta se puolustuksen linjan valmentaja, se oli siellä Cincinnati Bearcatsin leirillä niinku puolustuksen linjaa vähän katsomassa ja valmentaa. Niin sieltä se oli sitten mut poiminut ja tuli juttelemaan vähän, että olisi ehkä kiinnostustakin. No kiireitä siellä ainakin ollut, että ei sitä paljon muuta elämää oikein ole siellä kuin koulua ja jenkifutista, että vaikea sille, kun monet kysyy, että no minkälaista siellä se muu opiskelijaelämä on, sanonut, että no ei oikein tiedä, kun ei kerkeä. No toi periaatteessa oli ilmoitettu jo silloin kesällä siellä leirillä, kun oli, että se sanoi, että susta tehdään hyvä 3 tekniikkaa, että kun sulla on niin isot kädet, se sanoo aina, että tykkää pelaajista, joilla on isot kädet, niin sitten siirsi mut sinne keskelle linjaa pelaamaan ja pisti vähän massaa lisää päälle. Mitä siinä käskettiin, mä olin jotain 120, niin käski onkin 130. No sitten se paino rupesi vaan tulemaan lisää ja lisää. Sanoi, että no katsotaan nyt, että ota nyt niin paljon massaa kuin pystyt, kunhan se ei ole niinku silleen pahaa massaa ja sitten katsotaan miten liikut kentällä. No siinä vaiheessa kun oli jotakin 135 niin mentiin kentälle pelaamaan ja sitten se totesikin, että no ehkä sun kannattaa vähän tiputtaa painoa, että liikut ehkä paremmin. Mä olin, että selvä. No joo, siitäkin mä oon kuullut vähän huhuja, että se oikein alkaa joskus 6 aamulla tai joskus silloin ja että pääsee kämpille tai sellaista omaa aikaa viettää vasta 10 illalla. Että se tulee olemaan kuulemma ihan kiireellistä ja että väsyä tulee olemaan, mutta onneksi ei joku kuukausi vaan. No tällä hetkellä mä oon kakkostringis, mutta en osaa sanoa. Ainakin nyt kun meillä oli ton springballin jälkeen sellaiset keskustelut valmentajan kanssa, niin se sanoi, että on mä parantunut. Mutta sitten, että onko mä sitä mitä se haluaisi musta, niin sanoi, että ei. Totta kai, että pitää vielä kehittyä, niin en osaa sanoa. Luulen vähän, että nyt tällä hetkellä ei ainakaan ykköstringin pääse tai tällä kaudella. Mutta toki mä yritän parhaani, että pääse pelaamaan ja pääse näyttää vähän, että mistä on tehty. Ja siinä toki, kun meillä on toka peli heti on Louisvilleen vastaan, mitä on vähän niitä kovempia kohuluja, niin sinne jos pääsis pelaamaan ja pääsis näyttää vähän taitoja, niin sieltä sais varmaan hyvin näyttää kehittymistä ja omia taitoja siellä. Aika hyvä kysymys. No kai nyt päästään ainakin huipulle ja sitten jossain kohtaa jos onnistuisi sinne NFL:ään, mutta silti mä pidän sitä sille matalana, että ei innostu liikaa ja sitten on pettynyt, että oikein se NFL olisi se paras vaihtoehto, mitä koulun jälkeen voisi tapahtua, mutta se tulee vielä esiin, että mitä siellä tulevaisuus tuo mukanaan. Että en oikein osaa sanoa itse, että on mulla niinku tavoitteita, että pärjätä tuossa ja päästä ykköstringiin aloittavaan ja silleen, mutta se nyt nähdään sitten. On nyt vasta ollut siellä 4 kuukautta, niin vasta saanut sille vähän totuteltua siihen, että no on täällä tyttöystävää ja kavereita ja porukoita, että no kaikkea periaatteessa, kun mun koko elämä on täällä aika lailla. Että sinne kun meni sinne on sieltäkin saanut hyvin kavereita, mutta ei se ole silti koti. Täällähän sitä viihtyy joka päivä on jotain tekemistä ja noin. Että koti on vaan koti. Että.
second half of the Team Finland, Team France game. Now remember, the winner of this game goes on to play in the gold medal game Saturday. Loser goes on to play in the bronze medal game Saturday as well. Bronze medal game, of course, will be against Team Sweden. Gold medal game against Team Austria. Looking at the first half team statistics for France, the big thing that jumps off the field to me, 17 rushes, 49 yards. Not exactly what France would want going into this game. They were hoping to get the, obviously, 17 rush attempts, really pounding the ball and not getting a lot out of it. Shows just how stout this Finnish defense is. Fumbled the ball twice, didn't lose either one of them. On the Finnish side, the stat that jumps off to me, 25 yards passing, 3 of 10. The pass game just isn't working for Team Finland right now. Rushing, 15 carries, 67 yards. So when less carries than France have, they have more yards. A great average for Team Finland. Over 4 yards a carry. Finland needs to run the ball in the second half. Finland needs to run the ball. The other stat that jumps off for me, it's not on this statistic, but 2 interceptions, 2 turnovers for Finland. Got to minimize the turnovers if you're Team Finland. Good third down conversion. Good job by Yanni as well in the first half, but running the ball when things weren't there. I know he's thrown 2 interceptions. One of those wasn't his fault, off the hands of the receivers, but I think he just needs to settle down a little bit more, run when he can and not force anything. Here you see the individual statistics. Lettinen, 3 of 10, 25 yards, 2 interceptions, a long of only 13. So even whenever he's completing passes, they're short passes, and whenever he goes deep, intercepted. So he needs to step up a little bit in the second half and really get this offense going a little bit, get the pass game going, keeps the run game open. Duran, on the other hand, 5 of 8, good completion percentage, 86 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Not asked to throw the ball. Neither quarterback asked to throw the ball that much. Duran just doing a better job of being efficient when he does throw the ball and being on target. Rushing the ball for Finland. Once again, Lettinen, 3 rushes, 21 yards. Great job, and that's taking away the sack yards. I believe 9 yards of sacks he lost, so it would be about 30 yards. You see the long of 27. So whenever he takes the ball down, had a couple big runs, couple first down runs on third down. Good job. Finland just needs to keep rushing the ball, in my opinion. Tackling, Santtu Arvainen, 3.5 tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss, and half a sack. He is really tormenting this French defense right now, and France just needs to find a way to at least block
Hey, how you doing?
on every single play.
Quite tough against your run game today. Did you expect Finnish defense to be that tough?
Yes, of course. I looked at the tape and I saw them play very physical. And yeah, so they are exactly the way we expected them. But we're going to adjust and we're going to get the ground game going.
Did you get any results from mixing a lot of formation in the offense?
Not enough results, but that's what the halftime is for. We're going to adjust to what we've seen, and second half we're going to be more productive. Yes, I mean, we pride ourselves in playing hard defense. We came in and said we want to be the #1 defense here at the tournament. I think they're playing that way right now, but 1.5 doesn't make a game, so we got to do the same thing in the second half.
Okay, thank you, Coach, and
Yeah.
we'll see how the game turns out.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Set for the second half kickoff. France leading 7-0 over Team Finland right now. Finland, of course, receives. So if they're able to run down the field on this first drive, which I think this first drive is going to be extremely important for Team Finland to get this momentum and carry it into the second half after blocking the last-second field goal in the first half from France. I think this drive is going to be huge. Not saying it's make or break, but if Finland goes down and scores right away, I think they've got a huge amount of momentum to go on and maybe open this game up a little bit more. If they don't make it, I'm not saying they fall apart, but this drive can be huge as far as taking the lead further on in the game.
Absolutely, Brandon. I couldn't agree with you more. And everybody's really on their feet here. Second half of football here in Vantaa, Finland. Still beautiful weather, live crowd, and a close ball game. What more could you ask for, Brandon?
Maybe a little bit of ice cream, but I might be just a little bit selfish on that one. Number 81 for France, Jefferson Alexandre, set to kick off. Back to receive for Finland, Mikko Seppinen. Catches it about the 13-yard line, rolls upfield, finds a crease on the right side, spins up close to the 35-yard line. Great return for Finland. Good starting field position. You love anytime you can get past the 30-yard line. That's kind of your marker, because a touchback gets you at the 20. So anytime you can get 10 extra yards on a kick return, you'll take it, and that time you got 15.
It looks like we're going to see a new quarterback, as we talked about.
Hey, my teammate, Miro Kadmeri, the backup for the Helsinki Roosters, he's been having a great season so far for the Helsinki Roosters when he gets in the game. So I'm expecting big things from him, and a little bit more of a runner than Yanni is. So maybe a little bit more zone read. Some of this, the QB draw.
Hey!
Just on cue, a little bit more of a runner, Miro Kadmeri. He's got some, so for people who don't know, for the Helsinki Roosters, Miro's a receiver for the Helsinki Roosters. So he starts a receiver in the slot for us. So he's a guy who's got some moves, got some talent with the ball in his hands, also a talented quarterback as well. So I expect big things with him with his legs. It prevents a different element for the defense having to stop him in his legs and actually, because Yanni's a good runner, don't get me wrong, but Miro is a natural runner.
Yep, and I think that this is exactly what they need for that zone running game. You need a quarterback that can read that in and pull it when those ends are crashing hard.
Number 52. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
And that'll back him up a little bit. It looks like it was false start by Hans Laine of the Kuopio Steelers. No. Oh, Richard Laine. Sorry, Helsinki Roosters. I saw Hans in front. I didn't know his first name was Hans. We always just call him Rico. Miro, once again, on the draw. Up the middle. And Miro Kadmeri, first down inside the 40 of Team France. And you know what? The energy right now, for people who can't see it on stream, this is pumping the crowd up right now. 2 big run plays by your quarterback, and this is what's dangerous about Miro. You can now use the running back as a lead blocker. That's an extra blocker. So even if they put 6 in the box, you've got 6 blockers now.
Absolutely, and I think that he's been waiting for this opportunity all tournament. He's been a national team quarterback for Finland in the past.
And you can see how it's affecting the safeties now from France, because now the safeties are stepping up into the box. When got in, the safeties were about 13 yards deep. Now they're creeping up to about 10, 9 yards, trying to get the run. And now Team France has to respect Miro, so it leaves a little bit of an open lane for Kari to cut up and slice the defense for a big game. Another first down for Team Finland. This is the drive Finland needs. Now, it's a good drive. You have to finish. If you don't finish, it all goes to waste.
Absolutely.
Miro, duos, and they're going right back to it. Why wouldn't you? QB draw, breaks outside.
He has a little room.
Down to about the 12, but there is a flag on the play. It looks like it might be holding. Coming back, but hey, I love this. Put the quarterback in, let him do what he does. I don't know where the holding was on that play, but apparently someone held. We're gonna.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be on the defense. Illegal hands to the face, maybe.
Personal foul. Illegal use of hands to the face.
Exactly right. So
Defense, number 65. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. Automatic first down.
Hands to the face. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down. It's going to be first and goal, I believe. Team Finland. And they're going to mark the ball at about the 7-yard line.
And I think this is the spark you were talking about. I think that at halftime they realized exactly what the problem was, and they're doing exactly what they need to do.
Inside run, Henry Justala. Gain of about 3 on the play, down to the 4-yard line. And like you said, this is the spark. You get somebody else in there, and I'm not saying Yanni wasn't playing terrible, all right? But sometimes when the game's just not going your way, even if Yanni's not the reason it's not going your way, sometimes just changing personnel, just any kind of change-up can add this little spark, and it's working right now for Finland. second down and goal from the 4-yard line. Miro Kadmere, quarterback, fakes the stretch, rolls out to the right. Got ran over, touchdown! Finland! Tommy Pinto! Touchdown! And I love this play call because Miro's been running it. So as soon as you do a play action stretch with a mobile quarterback in the red zone, everyone thinks he's keeping it to run. So you got some guys stepping up, delivers a nice throw to Tommy, nice low and away and outside to the big guy with the big body who's going to be able to box that guy out just like a basketball player.
And Brandon, just like we talked about, they came out with a spark, made the QB change, got some big plays early, and they finished.
They finished the drive, which was exactly what I was worried they might not be able to do, because we've seen it earlier in the game. They got down to that position, turned the ball over. So the fact that they were able to go down, finish a drive, and with the backup quarterback in quotation marks, he was running the whole drive, and then you trust him to throw it down there. Says a lot about Miro and Rojo giving him the trust in that. And Miro throwing his first pass of the day, a strike. Because if he throws that right to Tommy's chest, the French DB, number 35, I believe, or 36, Maxime Roger, he was in good position. So if he throws it right to Tommy's chest, it's probably batted down. It was the fact he threw it away, let his receiver extend his arms and make the catch. Great play call as well. Rojo, if you might watch this later. Great play call. I love that.
And it is going bananas in here as the score is now 7-7. Finland come out first drive of the second quarter and knock it up 7-7.
Joni Malta to kick it off from the 35-yard line. Boots it deep. Caught it about the 3-yard line. Taking it up. Tries to spin out of it. Nice tackle by Mikko Seppänen. And I love seeing that. Whenever you have, is that Mikko?
I think that's your guy, number 2. That's going to be Nico.
Was it 82 or 2 who made the tackle? I believe it was 82.
Oh, let's see. Replay doesn't lie.
82. So it was Mikko Seppänen. And what I love about that, that's a receiver, not a DB. That is a receiver going down there and making a solid tackle.
And he's so small, he gets caught him behind those big guys. You don't even know who he is.
Here we go. We'll see if France can answer the real big-time drive by Team Finland. 2-back set with the tight end to the right. Going back to their bread and butter. Great run by Stephen Yeppo. Broke the tackle. Could have been a tackle for loss, which would have made it 2nd and 13-14. Sami Toivonen just missed the tackle. That's a tackle he usually makes 99% of the time. So great run by Stephen to break through the arm tackle, get a little bit of yardage, make it a manageable 2nd and 5.
And that's just what you tell your running backs all the time. Keep your legs driving and fall forward. And that time he fell forward for a gain of 5.
Keep your legs moving, good things will happen. 2nd and 5 from the 29-yard line for France. The crowd really getting into it right now. Single back formation, one tight end to the right, one slot to the left. And they're going to run a counter, and then stopped immediately after about a 1-yard gain. Tackle on the play by 87, I'm sorry. Toni Oinen.
Running back got up a little slow that time. He's been doing a lot of work inside the trenches versus those big bodies for the Finnish defense.
He has been a workhorse. I remember the first game against Great Britain that France played, they rotated running backs a lot more. So far, we've only seen Steven. I wonder if the other backer is hurt or they're just putting it all in Steven's hands. 3rd down and 3. And it's a pass, looks right. And dropped. He had his man. Dropped by number 81, Jefferson Alexandre. A good throw under pressure by the quarterback, Paul Duran. Unfortunately, the receiver's not able to come up with it. And this might be part of what I was talking about. Now that the momentum is shifted to Finland, it might be in the team, the French players' heads a little bit.
And along with this crowd, you can only imagine on a down like that.
We'll see if France gives Finland the opportunity to return one or just punts it out of bounds again. This one's in play for Mikko, but he just fair catches it. Smart with the player right around him. not to take a chance. Finland will have the ball right around the 40-yard line. Great starting field position thanks to the defense.
So now your France's defense, new quarterback in the game that you probably haven't scouted for. Now you get to see what type of adjustment that they try to make in order to slow down this Finnish offense, who seems to have found a spark at the right time.
And I think what they're going to start doing is, so far in the game, we've seen a lot of two high. Now I think we might see them start rotating one high, which they are right now, bringing someone else in the box to be able to help out with a little bit more run support and accounting for the quarterback now. So you can see 24, who's been playing off, now walks up. Other safety, back deep.
Looks like we're gonna see, looks like he's gonna show blitz, but I think he's gonna bluff it here.
Yep, you're right. Backs off. Gets rid of it up the middle. Pass complete! Pass complete to Tino Borgo for a great completion by Miro. And what you didn't see probably before the play was Miro checking the play to the receivers. He saw that it was cover one man and called a great crossing route to Tino to the middle of the field.
And that's again that veteran experience right there by Miro, being in these games and being prepared. Looks like they're gonna go with an up-tempo offense here. Miro checking again.
Back to around a 5-man box, so maybe check it to another run play. And there
he's
we
gonna
go.
check it to a draw. Henry Usula,
Nice
almost was able to get outside.
Nice tackle on the play by Matthew Fayard to prevent a big play. Henry Usula bouncing the draw play outside. You can see Hiro, the left tackle, able to get control of the defensive end, throw him inside, tells the running back to bounce it, but the linebacker made a good play to stop him before he could get downfield.
And that was just a good read by that linebacker, feeling the right run responsibility there and stopping Henry from what it looked like could have been a big run.
Exactly. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Finland. Left hash on the 40-yard line, going back to the QB draw. Miro spinning forward. We'll get about 2 on the play. And here's where you can see, and it looks like Rico Laine's helmet came off. Oh, that should have been called hands to the face again.
Absolutely.
Oh,
man.
How is that not called?
I guess the referees are just allowing them to play, but you got to be concerned about player safety with a play like that.
Yeah,
Can't be jabbing hands to the face mask like that.
Regardless, still 3rd and 8. Miro, back to pass. Blitz picked up nicely, throws it over the middle, and pass just a little bit short on the dig route. Pass intended for 84. Laine.
And that was just a great breakup by number 30, Solyman Karmoko for Team France.
Yeah, good coverage, solid coverage. Gonna force Finland to punt the ball away. But the good thing for Finland, after moving the ball inside French territory, hopefully gonna be able to pin them back deep on this one. So if they can get a nice punt off from Maxley Olin, I'm guessing they're going to aim towards the left sideline, keep the French team from being able to return it. And there he is, aiming towards the left sideline.
And that's going to be a big time play for the special teams for Team Finland right there.
Exactly what I said. Aiming towards the left sideline. Pin them into a corner. Either the ball goes out of bounds or they pick it up like they do and
it's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go because you're pinned. You tell all your defenders, go straight to the left end zone. You can see all the guys fighting to the left right here. And if I'm this returner, I might have tried to let that one bounce maybe.
And get the ball on the twig.
But there, you got to go down. You see him bear crawling backwards. Once you feel yourself that off balance, that close to the goal line, go down. Because if he would have fallen down in the end zone, that's a safety. And then you're suddenly losing the game because of one foolish play. There was a flag on the play. We're going to wait for the referee. Right now, he's going to tell us what it was.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on the receiving team, number 21, pulling players off of the pile. That's a half the distance to the goal line. First down for France.
So the one thing I will say, yes, it's a personal foul penalty. You never want to see those. But if there was a time to have one, that's when you want it for Team France because they're already at the 3-yard line. So half the distance to the goal, it's a 1.5-yard penalty. It's not a regular 15-yard penalty anymore.
And the way that this Finnish defense is playing, you definitely don't want to be pinned up close like this versus them.
I expect Finland to bring the house right here and go for this safety right now.
This crowd is going crazy in here as they're standing up for this defense.
Inside run, stopped immediately on the play by 41 Sami Toivonen, run on the play by number 23 Steven Yetmo, and he did a good job just to get out of the end zone.
Because that could have been big time right there. And there's only so many things you want to try to do in this situation of the game. You don't want to try to force the QB to drop back and throw it out immediately with his back pinned up against the wall like this.
And there's two reasons why you don't want to force a throw if you don't have to. Number one, the probability of the defense blitzing on your own 1 yard line, really high. So either it can be a sack for a safety, it can be a holding call in the end zone, which is a safety, or he just throws one out of desperation and it's picked and could be in return for a touchdown.
Looks like they're going to hand it off again.
Hey, good run, get it out to about the 5 yard line. Now you feel a little bit more comfortable passing the ball because you've got a little bit of a buffer between you and the end zone. So on 3rd and 5, I can 3rd and 6, but from the 5 yard line, I expect him to maybe throw it a little bit here, go for the big play instead of running it, because then you're probably punting it anyways on 3rd and 7 because they're not able to run the ball consistently against this defense. So I expect a pass here, but I expect the Finnish defense to bring it.
It looks like they're going to line up a lot of men on the line here, and I'm quite sure they're going to bring some pressure.
And they do.
It's going to be a play action pass.
Throws it deep, incomplete. And I love the blitz call because it didn't give the quarterback the chance to set his feet and throw. If you watch the replay, you can see he has to back up, and then he throws it off his back foot. And anytime you throw it off the back foot, then you're not going to be nearly as accurate. So great job by the defense calling the blitz anyways on 3rd down. Now, exactly what I said to start this drive, if you can pin them, get a 3 and out, now they're punting from the back of their end zone. The punt returners are at the 40 yard line. So you're guaranteed good field position.
We're going to hope this one doesn't get batted down.
And this one's going to be returnable too. Great job by number 28, Jason Ackerman, of getting down there and covering. Because if he doesn't make that tackle, Juhani had a little bit of room to get outside right there.
I agree, and that was just a great open field tackle there by number 1 for Team France.
Yeah, my bad. That was Amir Kalani, not number 28. Number 1, you're right. So here we go. Still, great field position for Finland. 36-yard line of France. And they're riding high off that momentum. So we'll see what they call here. I like them spreading it out. Now you can see France adjusting. 6-man box, where previously in the game it would still be a 5-man box.
Play action, quick pass.
Dropped by Kenny Lindemann. See, I love that play call though. As soon as they throw a 6-man box, it forces the corners to back up into cover 3. Easy hitches. Kimmy's just got to be a little bit more concentrated on that pass, and it's an easy completion from Biro to make.
And that's one that you don't usually see him drop.
No.
One of the best receivers in Finland, and he's been dominating the league for years.
Exactly. Probably, if not the top Finnish receiver in Finland right now. Up the middle, Venka! Run goes forward down to the 22-yard line. Big time run, big time hole created by the offensive line. First down, Finland.
You gotta love it again.
And you see the counter on that play. They had Rikolainen and also Iiro both pulling, and that is the best Finnish lineman in the league, the left tackle Iiro, and one of the best guards in the league, Rico. Both pulling around. You love to see those two guys in front of you if you're a running back.
One thing I want to point out on that play, the DN number 66 for France, who's been coming in hard earlier, is now trying to contain Miro, and that's also taking another element of their D-line out of the run game.
You know, and I'm not sure how many subs France have. They may be a little bit fatigued on the defensive line. Here we go, quick hitch again to Kimmy. This time Kimmy falls down. Go back to the same play. Play action, quick hitch with the corner playing off. This time, unfortunately, Kimmy just can't find his footing on the turf. And I don't know what's going on, but on the field in the earlier game, Austria versus Sweden, I saw multiple players slipping like that. So I don't know if something's up with the field today or if some players' cleats just aren't long enough. But I've seen that a few times. But hopefully now he's able to chatter his feet a little bit more before coming out of a break. Regardless, 2nd and 10 for Team Finland. Miro checking at the line. France dropping back. Looks like they're bringing a blitz here. Picked up by Finland. Pass complete to Tino on the slant route. Great throw in a tight window by Miro.
And again, he sees the blitz coming. He's patient. He puts the ball only where the receiver can get it. And again, that's that veteran experience of him making the check at the line, being confident in the offense.
What I love seeing is his pocket movement. He knew there was a blitz coming. He just slid into the comfortable spot of the pocket instead of getting flustered. Once again, his experience. On 3rd and 1, QB dive, and that'll be a first down, Finland. First and goal, Finland. Miro right now is in charge of this offense, and I am loving it.
And he's showing great leadership, great poise, and he's really giving this offense a spark that we didn't see in the first half, and a totally different element to this offense.
Completely different, and it sparked not only this offense, the fans are really into this game right now.
It's going to be 1st and 10, and Team Finland again is scoring distance.
Get tighter, get tighter, get tighter.
Miro making the check down there.
Fumble snap. Smart play just to dive on it. With the ball bouncing around like that, the last thing you want to do is try to gather it with your hands and keep running. Unless it just takes a lucky bounce, but as soon as it bounces away, you just got to get on it. Good play by Miro to cover it up. He's got to be, it wasn't a terrible snap. He's just got to be a little bit more focused on catching the ball first.
And again, I really like how Miro is out there and taking charge, making checks. We didn't see that from the first half with Yane. And I think that it's just Miro just understanding the situation and the offense that Rob wants to do and just putting himself in position to make a play.
Oh! So this is what I was talking about earlier. When you're trying to throw something to a running back, why not have your receiving running backs in the game? You can see him try to gator chomp that one. Just put Henry in, put Cotty in. I know Vika is a great running back, but his strong suit is downhill running. If you're throwing a screen to a running back, you want Henry or Cotty out there. I just think the personnel could use a little bit of tweaks. Now here on this 3rd and goal from the 20, I want to see Miro manage. I'm not looking for a touchdown. I want him to throw a short route, maybe even a run play. There we go, a draw. So there, I love this play call because you're not looking to score a touchdown. When it's 3rd and goal from the 20, you're looking to make this field goal shorter. Great play call by Rojo. Great job by Miro of getting what he can. Look at him getting back to the middle of the field, making it as easy as a field goal as possible to take the lead now.
Absolutely. So after a bobbled snap and what I think a great 3rd down play for the situation, Team Finland's going to be lining up for the field goal to go up by 3 late in the 3rd quarter. Good snap. And it's going to be no good, as it looks like the kicker really couldn't get underneath it. I don't know if he got hit. Didn't see any flags, but
I wasn't able to see if it was a bobbled snap, and the placement was off. As soon as he bobbled the snap, he put the ball down too close to the kicker's foot, and he wasn't able to get under it completely. So that one, you got to put that one on the holder, unfortunately. And after a great drive, it's going to take a little bit of the wind out of the sails of Team Finland.
And that's definitely what you want to avoid. Again, Team Finland in this game with so many mistakes. You only have to imagine where they'd be without it.
Early down pass. Just overthrown over the outreach arms of Jefferson Alexandre. Axley Olin on the coverage. Decent protection. Francis kind of figured out this pass rush a little bit and able to give the quarterback a little bit of time. Unfortunately now he's just missing his guys who are wide open.
Absolutely. And he's been favoring number 81 a lot. That's been one of his go-to guys in this game and throughout the tournament. And it looks like they're lined up for a 2nd and 10.
And here's the empty formation again, something we saw earlier on the 2nd and long. Now it's 2nd and 10 and they bring it back out.
Going to be a quick pass here on the slant.
Quick slant, quickly wrapped up. Number 20 on
That's
the
going to be
tackle.
Aku Kentinen.
Yeah, your boy.
And again, I really still like this defense, not giving up much, making the quarterback be honest, and still putting the offense in a 3rd and short situation where I'm expecting pressure.
And it's empty again. Empty on 3rd and 3. I don't know if I like that from France, but maybe they're just looking for something short. But this time I think Finland is bringing the house. You can see all the DBs up. Press cover 1. Both backers blitzing.
Quarterback's going to try to get it out quick. Gets the completion. It's going to be a missed tackle. And a big play here by number 13, as that's definitely enough for the first down.
And that's Andrew James on the reception. And that's one of the things about true cover 0 is if one guy misses a tackle, it can be a big play because there's not anybody to help you.
And Kentonen was there. Looks like he has an injury on his arm as he's down on the field. My, that doesn't look good at all. Looks like his arm got tangled up as he was trying to make the tackle. And again, Brandon, as you said, Kale sees the empty, brings the pressure, and it's a gamble. You have to get there, or you have to have sure tacklers out there in the open field, or big plays like that can happen.
France now, they're starting to build up a little bit of momentum. Finland's had it this entire 3rd quarter, but now to end the 3rd quarter, going into the 4th, if France can get a little bit of this momentum back, we're in for one hell of a ball game to end this one.
And it looks like we're going to wrap up the 3rd quarter here as we're in a tie ball game with Team Finland 7, Team France 7. And that's going to do it. Well, actually, we may have time for
I think there's 2 seconds left. Oh, they're going to run the clock. I think it'll be over. And that's it. End of the 3rd quarter. So at the end of 3, your score, Finland 7, France 7. And Finland in this 3rd quarter was able to drive the ball down. They were able to move the ball, missed a field goal. Obviously, that hurts because you could have taken the lead right there. France has struggled moving the ball in the 2nd half. Finland's kind of called their number on defense. Now starting to get a little bit of momentum. It'll be interesting to see if France can keep that momentum going or if Finland stiffens up again. Because for Finland, they've been really good. France has moved the ball a little bit, but then as soon as they get into finished territory, that's when Finland puts up the brick wall and says no more.
Absolutely. And again, the wave shifts in this game has been the story of the day as we've been seeing each team surge with who has the hot hand and who doesn't. I think that this 2nd half was definitely offensively dominated by Team Finland, and Miro coming in and bringing his element to that offense was the biggest difference.
1st and 10, break formation, and they're going to run it right up the middle, bounces out to the left, breaks 1 tackle. Nice run by Steven Yepmo.
And I think he's taken almost every carry for Team France in the backfield.
He has got to be tight. Great jump cut over there. A little bit of a holding there by number 31. Finally taken down by Ville Soyanen. Brings up 1st down and 10 from the 30-yard line for Team France. Going back to the empty formation, quick hitch route. Gets away from 1 tackler and down all the way to the 15-yard line. So now France pushing the momentum, pushing the pace on Team Finland. You can see him going a little bit faster tempo, so Finland can't sub as many players in.
And again, quarterback looking to his left to number 81, who's been very productive this game for him. And you just got to be able to come down and make that open field tackle on a good skilled receiver like him.
Yeah. Once again, the bridge formation. Steven to the left of the quarterback. Finland blitzes. Steven Yepmo upfield for a gain of about 4. We'll bring up 2nd down.
And it seems that the defense is getting just a tad bit tired as they've been on the field. And France has converted on this drive alone 2 first downs. Looks like they're going to slow it back down to try to make sure that they remain control as they're in scoring territory.
They must have seen something on the last play because they're going back to the exact same bridge formation.
Quarterback's a play action.
Play action pass. Down in the corner.
Oh.
Just overthrows him. He had his guy. And once again, It's been his go-to guy, like you said, Jefferson Alexandre. One of the only guys he's really even attempted to throw the ball to. Just overshoots him out of the back of the end zone.
And I mean, that's one thing when you're trying to throw in this territory, it's not a lot of room to lead the receiver. That ball had to be perfect on the money to that back corner for it to be a touchdown.
Just missed him barely, but it'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Let's see if Finland can get the same kind of stop that France got on them in the previous drives.
Looks like we're going to have a shift in the formation.
Drops back to pass, got pressure, throws it out.
Ooh!
Touchdown, Team
And that's going to be a touchdown by number 81, Jefferson Alexandre. And that's going to definitely silence the crowd here tonight. Just a nicely timed comeback route, good ball placement, and really it was good coverage, but with a ball like that, man coverage, not much you can do.
Good coverage, a good rush by Team Finland too. They got pressure, but the quarterback, Paul Duran, did a great job of staying composed, keeping his eyes downfield, and finding his go-to target.
And that's going to be the first change of league here today, as we have a penalty flag to come out here.
Wait to hear what the penalty is from the head referee.
And back to that last play, you know the defense bringing pressure. Offensive line did a good job allowing him to have a passing lane, and he was just patient and delivered a nicely timed ball to Jefferson on that last play, and that was big.
Yes.
As you talked about, the up-tempo and Team France being able to finish was definitely needed on that drive.
Illegal substitution, 12 players on the field on the defense. That penalty is declined. Extra point is good.
So 12 players on the field for the extra point, not going to make that big of a difference. So France goes ahead, declines it. Here's that play again. You can see the quarterback doing a great job stepping up to the left. A lot of quarterbacks in that situation, as soon as they turn their shoulders, stepping up in the pocket, he turns his shoulders right here. A lot of quarterbacks are just going to take off and run or just take the sack. He keeps his eyes downfield. Great job of delivering a catchable ball to the right spot of the outside shoulder of the receiver. Great play from the quarterback, being on the same page as the receiver. Good, not a great job by the O-line, good enough to keep the guys off him for just long enough.
And you have to be, if you're an offensive coordinator, you have to be satisfied with what your quarterback's doing. He's not wowing us by lunching the ball downfield, but he's being a game manager, taking what he's given, using the run game to open up the passing game, and making the throws he needs to make.
And the one thing that impresses me the most, 0 turnovers, is France with great kickoff coverage. Tackles Mikko Sappinen inside the 20 at the 16, but going back to the quarterback, Paul Duran, no turnovers today. And that's the one thing that I've seen earlier in the Austrian game. Sweden just kept on turning the ball over against Austria, giving them good field position. Austria ended up stomping them. But in this game, it's been Finland turning the ball over, and it's still just a one-score game. So if Finland can just fix that issue of turning the ball over, and also the missed field goal, which is kind of a turnover as well. They just got to fix little things, and this game could be completely different. But right now, they got to deal with what they have. And they start off with an inside run, fake it to Kari, and ball kept by Miro Kadnadu. Short gain on the play, just a gain of about 1.
And that touchdown definitely had to give Team France a surge of energy late in this fourth quarter, as it seems that the defense been well rested on a drive that took about 2 or 3 minutes off the clock, and they're ready to go. They're up, they're away, and they know that this is a big-time drive for Team Finland.
Yeah, 10 minutes left in the game, so still enough time. It's not a do-or-die situation, but you don't want to wait until the very last drive to need a touchdown. You want to get it early and go for the win. Bridge formation from Finland. Miro surveying the field, throws it upfield. Got a man open! Just missed Tino, flying through the middle of the field. Close to the first big play for Finland. They've had a lot of short plays that turn into long drives, but what Finland really needs is a long play like this, and just missed him by a yard.
And I mean, I like, if you look at how poised he was in the pocket, looking the safety off, because now they have that one high look, and throwing that post route right across the middle. Good read, just not enough to get the catch.
And that can come back from the chemistry. Like Miro, he's been playing receiver all year. Got some reps at quarterback, been playing well at quarterback, but he plays for the Roosters. Dino plays for the Kuopio Steelers. So opposing teams maybe just don't know each other yet. And on 3rd and 9, Miro forced to throw it away after good pressure by Team France. Incomplete, pass intended for Tommy Pinta. Good pressure by number 57, Steven Tresfield.
And again, not a do or die situation. You got 9:36 left, and you don't force a big play. So again, by Miro, has pressure, rolls to his right, knows he can't force the ball, puts them in a situation where you allow your defense to come out, make a stop, and give you another chance to go out and tie this game up.
And if you're Finland, you definitely trust your defense because they have been playing lights out this entire game. Great kick by Axel Olin, pushes the returner all the way back to the 30.
Surprised we don't get the penalty flag there, as the refs are going to allow the guys to play. Decent return there by number 1 for Team France.
Amir Kalani, good return. But a great punt by Oxley. This ball just boosted off of his foot. Nice over-the-shoulder catch around the 30-yard line, but you're right. That looks like that could have been a little bit of a block in the back, but not called. So nothing to do but keep playing right now.
Fun fact by number 1, Alexei Olin, before Finland had a nice place kicker, he used to be the place kicker for the national team too. And I can tell you that guy can kick also. I haven't found a thing that guy hasn't been able to do.
A tremendous athlete. Recently just got back, he was playing with the Vienna Vikings in the Austrian League and helped his team get to the championship game in Austria against the Swarco Raiders of Tyrol. Unfortunately fell a little bit short by a last-second field goal. But we'll be joining the Helsinki Roosters for the remainder of the season. 1st and 10 now for France, just inside the 50-yard line at the 49. Drops back to pass, looks right, all kinds of time, delivers a strike to who else? Jefferson Alexandre.
And I have to tell you, if you're the D coordinator, now after this game, you see the quarterbacks really going to him. You have to try to find a way to limit that bond, that connection right there, because it's working for Team France.
And the thing is, Finland's DBs have been all over these receivers. Like on that last play, Viljo Lempinen, all over Alexandre. But nice throw placement, nice catch in traffic. France is just completing these hard passes right now. Here's that bridge formation France has been going back to. Inside run to Steven, stopped immediately by Sami Toivonen, having none of that inside run game.
And again, number 23 taking every single carry for Team France this game. Really running hard, really being the workhorse for Team France on the ground today. And I have to tell you, you have to give it up for that guy for as much heart as he's shown today. It doesn't look like he's trying to get out of the game.
No, he looks fresh. Once again, bridge formation from France.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the play action pass here.
And it's going to be exactly that. Pressure up in his face, pass complete. Pass complete to number 80, Nelson Simi. Nico Kuikka on the coverage. Once again, Paul Durand doing a great job. Pressure at his feet. Sami Toivonen breathing down his neck. Delivers a perfect throw on the crossing route.
And I have to say, I think I finally figured out why they're going this bridge formation. When they're going this bridge formation, it's allowing the Finnish defense to bring more people into the box and respect the run, and also they're bringing more pressure. That time, the quarterback made a hot read off of the linebacker that was blitzing, found a hole, and now it's going to set them up for what we see, another 1st and 10.
That's spot on right there. Inside run, cut back. Cut down there. Sami Toivonen having a great game for the Finnish defense. The linebacker from the Helsinki Roosters.
He's probably going to finish the game with about 13 tackles.
He's been all over the place. Him and Santo Aravainen have been everywhere. Nightmares for this French offense. This is where the Finnish defense needs to stand strong. They need to either force the field goal and try to go for the block again, or they need a turnover right here, because if they go down by 2 scores with under 7 left, it's going to be do or die on every drive.
Quarterback on line under center under the motion. Defense looks to be bringing pressure. Gonna hand it off.
Nice stop there by Nico Kuikka, Ville Soinen, and also Santo Aravainen, all ganging up on the tackle. And Steven, is that, no, who is that down?
Looks like number 31, the tight end that was out blocking,
Jerome
kind of
Vauban.
got himself wrapped up in there.
That's Jerome Velbon, and he's actually another one of the players in this tournament who didn't have to travel very long. He's very far. He's also playing for the Vasa Royals here in the Finnish league, so not a far trip for him at all. I think a 4-hour drive or something, 4.5-hour drive, so not bad for him at all. But it will bring down up 3rd and 7. Probably one of the biggest downs in this game so far, because Finland did not let them get a first down or worse, a touchdown.
3rd and 7, your back's up against the wall. This is where you really see the type of animals you have on defense. And they're going back with this bridge formation.
And now it's a trips bridge to the right. 3 on one side, 1 on the other. I wonder if they're going to go out with this man matchup to the left. Defense in his face. Gets it away.
Has a man open. Has room. And that may be enough for the first down there. And I can't begin to tell you what an incredible game this number 81 Andre's having. Quarterback under pressure, but he's wide open, just flips it out there, and he tries to go for it all on that play.
He's doing a great job. He's been under duress the entire game, but he's delivering balls under duress and catchable balls right to the receivers. So he is having a great game. It looks like actually Olin, the cornerback, may be a little shaken up here on the play. That's going to be big because he's not only a DB, he's also the punter, kicker, or not kicker, but the punter at least. Not that Finland should be punting it anymore at the rest of this game, but on defense they'll definitely miss him, especially because Santeri Inkinen, who got hurt in the first half, hasn't come back into the game yet.
So now they're going to be down to probably their 3rd or 4th defensive back on what it seems to needs to be a goal line stand.
A measurement here, and it won't be a first down.
And this could be the drive.
This could be the game. This could be the game. If France scores here, it's going to be a tall mountain for Finland to climb out of this one.
The best they can do at this point, besides get a turnover, is get a turnover.
Exactly. First and goal, France from the 3-yard line. 2-back set, 2 tight ends, receiver in motion.
Gonna be a handoff
Inside zone to the left.
And he's going to bounce off.
Stephen Yepmo in for the touchdown.
And that is definitely going to put a dagger in the heart of this Finnish defense that's been working and playing so well all day. Again, he's just getting low, running hard, not stopping his legs, and finishing off, probably, as you said, the drive that could win the game.
Yeah, Finland had a couple chances on that play to bring him down. Steven kept his legs moving, lowered his shoulder, and able to power into the end zone, giving his team a 14-point lead now. 21-7, France over Finland. Just under 6 minutes left, 5 minutes and 32 seconds. Finland's got to start airing it out, and they need some big plays fast because they have to score, get the ball back, score again.
And what do you have to say about that guy? Number 81, Jefferson Alexandre, who's really been one of the only receivers stepping up in this game and making the quarterback's job easy.
Yeah, big time plays by him and the quarterback all game long. He always seems to be open.
And not to mention, he's a good field goal kicker too, as we just saw on the replay. So with 5:32 left in this 4th quarter, you're down by 14. Brandon, what do they have to do to get back in this game with a little time to make a stop?
I think they need to attack the middle of the field a little bit. France has been running a lot of 2 safety looks, and I really expect France to really run two safety looks now. Keep everything underneath them. I think Diggs might be open, getting in that zone between the safeties and the linebackers, so I might be looking for that. And then at some point, you just got to take a shot. At 3rd and long or something, you got to give one of your fast guys a shot on a post, a fade. Give someone a chance to make a big play for your team because you need one right now.
And again, the special teams for Team France showing a lot of speed and a lot of athleticism as they got down there and just swarmed Mikko Seppänen.
That was Steven Tresfield back down on the tackle again. We've said his name quite a few times tonight. So here we go. 4 wide formation, 2 on each side of Miro. Play action, looking to the right, pass complete to Tino. And Tino's really been Miro's go-to receiver so far. Pick up a few. We'll bring up 2nd and about 2 for Finland. The clock stops momentarily until the ball stopped, or until the ball spotted.
And if you're Team Finland's offense, you have to have a sense of urgency of the time and the situation. You're not completely out of this ball game, but you're going to have to try to score fast and give your defense a chance to go out and get you the ball back.
Exactly, and on that last play, France is doing something that I wasn't really expecting him to, going man cover 1. If I'm France, I'm playing more of kind of a prevent defense, making Finland burn the clock. Playing cover 1 is risky because if one guy gets burnt, there's no one protecting his back. Now it looks like, I think they're rotating to cover 1 again.
And I think that they're just trusting the skill of their defenders, and they want to bring pressure. Miro's going to flip it out again. That's going to be a catch by number 10, Mickey K, for what it seems to be a first down.
And I was lucky enough to be able to play with Mickey back in Dresden in the GFL. And let me tell you, on 3rd downs, he was most of the time my go-to guy, because on 3rd downs, he knows how to get open. He knows how to work the middle of the field. A lot of receivers are scared to go in the middle. Mickey's not one of them. If he goes in the middle of the field, he's making the catch.
And he's not a tall guy, but he's a very physical and a very strong receiver.
Exactly.
Miro finding Tino again.
Breaks a tackle and slips down just shy of the 40-yard line. But Finland on the move a little bit. This is what you want to see. But the clock you still got to be aware of. Just over 4 minutes left. They got to keep this momentum going. Good reads by Miro.
And a good play call as you see that Team France is playing a lot of cover 1 man versus man. Those cross routes are deadly.
Yes.
And Miro just was patient enough to let Tino clear first down.
What I might like to see against cover 1 is a corner route. Because on a corner route, if you get your slot on one of those safeties or linebackers who's not necessarily as used to covering those, it can be a big play. As Miro completes a quick hitch route to Kimmy, who makes up for his earlier drop.
So Miro again playing some good football out here, getting completions. Wish he would have got out of bounds on that. But again, it's going to set him up for a 2nd and short here.
I believe outside of 2 minutes, even if you get out of bounds, they'll restart the clock as soon as you spot the ball. So until it's under 2 minutes, the clock will still roll. Miro back to pass, pressure, and he's going to be taken down.
And that's going to be a big-time sack there for Team France. Looks like that's going to be number 65 there for Team France. Actually, 66. It's going to be Romain Foncan.
I believe it was 65. So it was Jean Moulin. So that'll bring up 3rd and 8 for Finland. Obviously 2 down territory. Trips right. Miro back to his throw. Steps up into the pocket and sacked once again. This time 54, Everde Mizulis. And this is going to be the play. If they don't make it on this 4th down, in all likelihood, the game's pretty much over. Down 2 minutes. France can burn the clock, use up the timeouts of Finland.
And again, right
Timeout.
there, Miro had time, but
Team
he knows
Finland.
that they need to make a play.
They're first
He's trying to step
in the second
up and
half.
use his legs. Just couldn't get away this time.
So what I would have liked to have seen, and this comes with time being the guy at quarterback. Miro's obviously coming in off the bench in the second half cold. But what I would like to see is instead of, you could see his eyes looking for the first down throw. But on 3rd and 8, you know you're going for it on 4th down. Maybe just taking that shorter completion, making it 4th and short, is a better play than now you're 4th and 12. But that's upper level football. That's something where you have to be the guy for a while to start thinking about that during a game. It's really easy for us sitting back right now and saying right after the play, hey, he should have done this. But that's upper level football and something that can come to guys with time, but he just hasn't had enough time as the guy to be able to make those decisions in this point of the game yet.
And here we go. It's going to be 4th and 12, and this could be the ball game right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been following along, been a tight one all the way down to the last few minutes of the game as Team France is having a 14-point lead here in the fourth.
Going for Gotti. Was he in bounds? No, he wasn't. They're going to call him out of bounds, incomplete. France will take over with the ball. A tremendous catch. Miro looked like he was zoning in on him a little bit too much, throwing a risky throw into double coverage. Maybe going on 4th and 12, going for somebody who isn't double covered. Maybe one of those drag routes that were coming across the field, wait for somebody to pop open. But a great effort by Gotti. Caught the ball, unfortunately couldn't get a foot down.
And you really still, even though they're down by 14, you have to give kudos to this team, Team Finland, for the fight that they put up. Offense found a spark, but just a little too late in the game.
Both teams have fought their butts off the entire game. The momentum swung both ways. Both teams did great jobs of fighting back through adversity the entire game. So you can't ask much more from Finland, and you can't ask any more from France either. They both played a great game today.
It looks like Team Finland's going to take their second timeout.
Finland.
So
they're second in the second half.
So look, France will be able to run the clock just under 2 minutes and then have to punt the ball away. So Finland will have somewhere around a minute 40 or so once they get the ball back after France punts. If France doesn't get a first down, they'll have about a minute 40, but they'll have to score twice. It's not impossible, but
it's a long shot.
It's going to take some big time plays from some guys to step up.
And this crowd is still behind their team. They've been here making noise all game, and they're going to ride this out with Team Finland to the end. Let's hope that the 12th man can make a difference late in this game as Team Finland trails by 14.
And you really can't say enough how great the atmosphere has been for this game. These fans have been going crazy every play for Finland.
Here we have 2nd and 13. I'm quite sure we're going to see a handoff here.
I don't see France throwing the ball here.
Going to be a toss.
And he gets the edge. And that's the first time we see a different running back. That time, Jason Augerman in at running back. 23's been the workhorse. But maybe now France trying to save him a little bit, thinking they've got this game over, and they're just running it anyways, just going for the clock. So maybe they're trying to save Steven Yepmo for the gold medal game that they're most likely going to be playing in on Saturday. So Finland takes their last timeout.
And final timeout of the second half.
No timeouts left, 2 minutes, 10 seconds. So after they run this play, France will be able to run off about 30 to 40 seconds. So Finland will get the ball back with about a minute 30 left, assuming France does. If France gets a first down now, the game's completely over. So Finland, if they want any chance, have to get a stop here. And if you're Finland, go for the ball. You have nothing to lose, go for the ball.
Absolutely. Just a good glimpse right there of the crowd that's been here and been on their feet the whole game, hoping for a big play here by their defense as we'll approach the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter here in Vaasa, Finland.
5 wide. Interesting play call here, because if you throw an incomplete pass, the clock stops. I don't know if I like this from France.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a QB draw or a quick screen. Oh,
and they're going deep.
Go for it. Oh!
And incomplete. So now for Finland, they're going to get the ball back with just under 2 minutes. I don't understand that call from France. You can burn 30 to 40 seconds off the clock, and instead you're throwing it deep?
I think that they were just trying to rub salt into this Finnish defense, and it probably backfired as they're going to be punting from their 49 and giving Team Finland about a minute, 50 seconds to make something happen.
I don't like that play call, but we'll see if it backfires on them coming up. Finland bringing the house, gets the punt away, and it's going to be a fair catch by Mikko Seppänen at around the 22-yard line where Finland will start off with the ball. And at this point, you got to start throwing those safe reads out of the book. You got to just, if you throw an interception, oh well, you got to go for it.
Then you you got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Team France up 21-7. Team Finland with the ball. No timeouts. Let's see what kind of miracle they can try to perform here in this game this evening.
And who I'm looking for to make a play is Kimmy, number 32, or number 88, Tino. Both those guys, speedsters for Team Finland. Miro rolling out.
It looks like he found Tino.
Pass complete, Tino. And for this game, Tino's kind of been Miro's security blanket. You've seen a lot of Miro's balls going towards him. So obviously he's got some sort of connection with him from camp.
Well, you know, not even just from camp. Miro used to be a member of the Corpio Steelers back in the second division, so he's familiar with this guy. He's played with him.
Great insight by Jabari Harris, ladies and gentlemen. You can tell he's an old head here in Finland.
It's going to be play action. Miro has time. Just going to flip it out here. Has Miko, and good awareness getting out of bounds there as he secured the catch.
But at this point in the game, I don't know if those safe throws are going to be enough. You can't be throwing flat routes for 4 or 5 yards. You got to go downfield. You got to risk it at this point. There's a minute 40 left. You need 2 touchdowns.
Nickel and diamond doesn't help at all at this point.
6 yards isn't going to help.
Team France still looks like they're going to stay in this one high look as they're just going to.
Miro over the middle, complete. Mickey J on the catch, over the middle. We'll bring up a first down at the France 45-yard line. Clock will continue to run at about a minute and 30 left. Good catch by Mickey to catch a ball that was behind him.
And you want another fun fact? They played together back in Porvoo. So
that I knew. That I knew.
So Miro it just sounds like he could have been the guy in this game that had the best chemistry with the receivers. Looks like it's going to be incomplete as it's wide to the left. And
that's not the worst play in the world, though. Get the clock stopped, have a little bit of time to call another play, not be rushed.
And that's a safe throw.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line, too. 2nd and 10 from the 45, and you can see right now how deep the French safeties are. They're at about 15 yards now, not letting anything deeper than them. Miro back to pass, got the running back up the seam. Miro's going to scramble, has a little bit of space, can get out.
He's going to get the first down. Clock's going to stop again.
First down up to about the 30-yard line. Clock will only stop for a second, and then
he's signaling, let's go.
And then they already started the clock again as soon as they place the ball. They got to hurry up and snap it and start taking shots. The clock is running, is it not? The clock is running. We're just under a minute now, and
you probably got to spike it.
There's no sense of urgency right now.
He's going to play action. Miro has time, goes across the middle. Again, another big pass there, and that's going to be Miko Sepinen.
So now they got to hurry. The clock's running. They got under 45 seconds now. They just got to get the ball, and it looks like they are going to spike it now. And they do. So they'll spike it. 38 seconds remaining in the game. Ball down at about the 16, 17-yard line. And now you just got to take shots to the end zone. Because if you complete another pass in the middle of the field, by the time you snap it, there's going to be 15 seconds left.
You're not going to even have a chance for an onside kick.
Not even a chance for an onside. So you need shots at the end zone that are either a touchdown, best case scenario, incomplete, or if it's an interception, at least you didn't run the clock out. At least you didn't run the clock out. That's the last thing you want to happen is just run the clock out right now. What I would love to see at the top of your screen, I would love to see a corner route or a corner post route from the slot.
Absolutely. Looks like he's going to run that corner.
And they got it down the middle. Touchdown! Bonnie Pipeline!
And it looks like they went back to the play that they wanted to run earlier. The difference is Miro doesn't leave the ball hanging so high. The field is wide open, makes an easy pass, but just a little bit late in the game for this spark.
Let me throw this at you right now. How much time is left, Jabari?
It's about 33 seconds.
How much time could France have ran off the clock if they didn't throw it on 3rd down? About 33. The game would be over right now. So France is sweating more than they needed to.
Absolutely, and the coach is definitely going to be getting some feedback as this is now a 7-point ball game. And if Team Finland gets this ball back, everybody's going to be looking at the coach for Team France like, what in the hell were you thinking?
Ladies and gentlemen, just so we can let you know, if Finland gets this onside kick, there's a chance this crowd goes so loud you won't be able to hear me and Jabari for the remainder of the game. Just as a warning. Just as a warning. But
and what about a day Miro's having? You come off the bench in the second quarter, 2 passing TDs, completing over 60%, no interceptions, running for about over 47 yards. You have to wonder why this guy wasn't in the game earlier.
He has stepped up, and I can promise you there's going to be a lot more thought process going into the future Suomi national team games about who's starting at quarterback, because Miro has really put his best foot forward today and played a terrific football game.
And I mean, today, you've seen the veteranship, him coming in, knowing the situations, checking out of plays, making the throws, and I have to say, he's really stepped up in his game.
And I can already tell you this could be an onside kick to the left. You can see all the skill players of Finland on the left side, all their receivers and guys with hands.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a flag.
I believe it's offsides on Team Finland, and it's not going to matter anyways because Jefferson Alexandre with the recovery. So if it is offsides on Finland, then France is just going to be able to run the clock out, and that's going to be ball game. The only saving grace for Finland right now is if there's a penalty on France. It appears there will be.
Offsides, kicking team. Offsides, receiving team.
So we got an
The penalty is offset, and we will replay the kickoff.
So what happened is what the French front line is taught is right on the kick, go attack and block. So the front line's not even looking to recover the ball. They're waiting for the back line to. But the front line started moving forward too early before the ball was kicked. So that's one of the first times I've seen it, but the kicking team, or the kick return team, can go offsides as well. So offsetting penalties, there's still hope for Suomi.
And the crowd is on their feet here.
And this time they're switching it up and going to the right.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is a fake back to the left still. They're going to go to the right.
And once again, recovered by Team France, recovered by none other, Jefferson Alexandre.
Why is this guy everywhere the ball is?
I have a feeling he might be player of the game.
Without a question, and I think that this time Team France is going to just take the knee, and they're going to walk out of here with the 21-14 win. In my opinion, one of the best games of the whole series here.
A tremendous showing by both teams, especially Finland at the end. Down 14, 2 minutes left on the clock, running it all the way down there, scoring, giving their team the chance to still be in the game with 32 seconds left. Just unfortunately came up just a little bit short. So now on Saturday moving forward, we'll have the first game of the day is the 5th and 6th place matchup between Denmark and Great Britain. The bronze medal game will be coming up after that, and that will be Sweden versus Finland, a great game. And then the gold medal game, after all of that, will be Team France taking on Austria. And that is going to be a slugfest because Austria has a pretty stout defense too. So I can't wait to watch that one.
Absolutely, man. And if you're here and support the Team Finland, you have to be proud of what these guys did. They went out and played a terrific football game. And again, Brandon, this game came down to those crucial mistakes they made earlier. Those crucial mistakes. 2 interceptions, bad field position, and you lose only by 7.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. But in the final, it's France 21, Finland 14. On behalf of Jabari Harris and myself, Brandon Kinnett, we'd like to thank you for joining us for this broadcast, and we look forward to seeing you again on Saturday. Have a great night, everyone.